No. It was longer than
That's a lot of UFC.
It was up to like UFC like 175.
Nice.
And we also went to UFC 135 and
I'm receiving content
here in Denver.
Yes.
How much time do we got left?
How much?
2 minutes and 45 seconds.
Okay.
Our voices are loud now.
That'd be great. I'd love to bullshit with him about MMA. I love that
dude,
shit.
he's such. I mean, he's not as hardcore as he was back then, but now, like, he knows his shit. Like the past stuff, he knows his shit.
MMA's fun to talk about. It's almost like talking about your backyard fights. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's way better than boxing nowadays.
Mm-hmm. It's way better because of just the sport in it. You have to throw so many combinations of things together. Like fucking the beauty of jiu-jitsu and judo and shit like that.
Well, the fights are bigger and quicker. Like they come quicker. You know what I mean? Like think about the Pacquiao lead up and then Mayweather.
That took.
They should have fought
Pacquiao Mayweather was the most boring piece of shit ever. Nothing happened.
Yeah.
And this whole, I hope we do talk or later in the summer if I get invited again that you guys do talk McGregor
Mayweather.
Yeah. Because I think that's going to be the biggest shit show. Dude, McGregor doesn't stand a chance, but of course, or not.
I think
McGregor's not going to stand a chance, but Mayweather's going to make it as long as possible. He's going to fucking toy with him.
Yeah,
I have a feeling if McGregor tags Mayweather a couple times, he'll knock him the fuck out.
Yeah,
he hits so fucking hard.
Yeah,
it's insane.
I don't think Floyd's been hitting.
He wobbles people. He destroys people with his left hands. Like, not even knocks people out. He fucking ends people.
Hopefully they can hear our voices, because I forgot to set the audio settings on that one. On that screen. I think they still can. Probably.
Are we the one person?
We got 1 minute.
Yeah.
Uno momento.
If Conor comes out loose and swinging...
Yeah. I
way better than that Chavez fight. Chavez and...
Canelo?
Canelo, yeah. Canelo whooped his ass. That didn't even look like to be fair. I don't know how you didn't knock him out.
I miss Mike Tyson's days where you could bite a motherfucker's ears off.
When I was a kid, dude, fucking Mike Tyson's fights used to be on the radio for free.
That's fucking fantastic.
We got 30 seconds.
You could either buy them on pay-per-view or you could listen to them on 850 KOA.
That's
and
cool.
I totally remember listening to the fucking Tyson Douglas fight. Buster Douglas, Mike Tyson.
I was too young for it, but
I prefer Doug.
10 more seconds.
I saw where Mike Tyson made Dana White get up out of his seat on the plane. I was like, oh, dang.
I set up this demonstration just before you came to show the conditions necessary for corrosion.
Such a nasty one. You know what uranium is, right? It's a thing called nuclear weapons and other things.
This podcast may contain content and humor that most, if not all, will find blatantly offensive and possibly even demeaning. The viewpoints expressed during the podcast are strictly opinion, are merely meant for the sake of entertainment, and in no way expresses our true beliefs. We strongly suggest this be watched by a mature audience only. Viewer discretion is strongly advised.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Not Governed by Reason podcast. My name is Doug. I'm one of your hosts. Sorry for the evening. I just came a little. Yeah, on that note, I need to clean myself up. Introduce yourself.
I'm Josh, and hosting does not make me queasy in the pants, but Doug's enough for the both of us, I guess.
I need a cigarette after that.
Ooh.
We are calling this episode, it's about education, not assault. We'll play into that later. But first up, we have our special guests for the evening. Joining us for the very first time, Mr. Les Maxbeth Shively.
What's up?
Yes.
Me.
Yes.
That was a pretty good introduction right there.
Thank
Like
you.
that.
And then, of course, you might know him from previous episodes. It is Kevin Weather the Weather Pollock.
Ooh, I got a nickname now.
Yeah, I like that.
great.
That's nice.
Yeah, I'm going to try that from now on.
Wait, I gotta hear that again. Let me hear that again.
Kevin Weather the Weather Pollock.
Kevin the weather.
Weather the weather.
Weather the weather. Awesome.
Little tongue twister for me, but
That's how you get warmed up for the evening. But yeah, tell us a little bit about yourself, Les. How many fingers?
how many fingers do I have?
No, just how many fingers?
Oh,
It's more of a preference.
Yeah.
preference. Oh,
Yeah.
oh, when getting. Oh,
We're getting intimate right off the
Okay.
bat.
Yeah.
which finger? I mean, you have to
I
go,
get
how
that
many?
said just how many fingers.
I mean, preferably 0, but I mean, if I had to choose gun at the head, it'd be 1. You know, I'm good. I want to keep that. I won't go get a prostate exam. That probably won't happen. I'm gonna let it ride out, like the old school way.
Are you worried you might like it?
No. I'm worried. I'm worried I'll feel weird afterwards, like something was taken from me.
Right.
Yeah,
I absolutely understand that.
yeah.
I
And that
feel
would be
like
my innocence that would be taken from
Your innocence is just a fingertip away.
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
innocence is just a fingertip away. Makes the first hashtag of the night.
Oh, goodness.
That's a good one.
Kevin, simple question for you
Shoot.
to get to know you a little bit. What's your excuse?
My excuse?
What's your excuse?
Probably for anything is because I'm fucking lazy.
Oh, okay.
Well, no, lazy is such a harsh word. I prefer effortless.
Procrastinator?
That too.
I'm an eventual procrastinator.
Yeah.
Eventual procrastinator. I like that one. That's true.
Well, fucking shit.
That's a good one.
Fucking shit.
Explicits. We've got a lot to cover tonight with these fine gentlemen. So one of the things we've got to cover is bring in the clones. Aliens Anonymous, right, is another one. Favoritism doesn't pay. The Conspiracy Corner, cracked. Is that right? Did I say that right?
Yes.
Shellfish, on a plane.
Yep.
Colbert 2020? Don't quote me, boy. Who needs health care anyway? Hate on high society. Don't drive this way. When in doubt, sue Walmart. The Cosby Tour 2017 questions from Trump's head. That's where it happens, and this one hits close to home because it's Greeley, is the hint. Spoiler alert. Seeds and Stems, Random Video, Faithless Humanity, and of course, as always, we have our Idiot of Champs and our Melt a Snowflake. Always a good one. We forgot to add Wild Card, bitches.
Yep. So just know there is a wild card there.
Yeah, there should be Wild Card, bitches, which is you talk about anything. So the rules are,
I don't see the wild card.
it's not on there. He
Use your
forgot to put it on
imagination.
there. Yeah, he
Just
forgot.
imagine
I
it.
figured. I was thinking that.
He
I
forgot. This guy.
Yep.
Imagination.
It's the devil's lettuce's fault.
He'll be having a meeting afterwards.
Yep.
That's for sure.
Safety meeting, right?
No,
Safety
it won't be safe for him.
HR.
Oh,
HR.
I'm going to get set on fire by the HR.
Yes, that's how we handle things here.
Dude, dealing
Doug,
with
you're
HR
HR?
sucks.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
shit.
Well, it depends on who has the complaint. If I am in trouble, he's HR.
Yep.
Oh, so you're not HR for yourself?
No, because
That's-
I would be
that's a conflict
biased.
of
That was
interest.
definitely
And then
a conflict of interest.
The real
Trump
hard
era.
times, we use Monkey. He's our middleman.
Yeah, because Cam, he's
sense.
still biased.
Mm-hmm.
So the tradition is our guests will play paper, scissors, rock, 2 out of 3, and the winner takes the topic.
Okay, let's do
So
this.
and you get 1, 2, 3,
Shoot.
boom.
1, 2, 3, shoot, or rock,
1,
paper,
2,
scissors,
3,
shoot.
shoot.
Yeah,
1,
okay.
2, 3, shoot.
Rock, paper, scissors, 1, 2, 3, shoot.
Yeah,
1, 2,
okay.
3, shoot.
Shoot.
Are they reading each other's minds right now?
So we got one.
He just won one.
Okay,
I won
so
one?
you won one.
Oh, I'm
Come on,
messing this
1,
up.
2, 3, shoot.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, shoot. 1, 2, 3, shoot.
Okay, so Kevin, you get to pick the
Rock,
topic.
paper, scissors. Okay, anyway.
I don't like losing.
All right, I want to start with this one. This Aliens Anonymous.
Oh, so fill us in, young Yash.
So, Anonymous came out not too long ago and said that they had information that NASA would be soon making an announcement about aliens. And then NASA just came out. Was it today or yesterday?
I think it was it was today.
Yeah, today. They came out today saying that information was false and that if we were going to have, or like if we had found aliens, we would know already. But
Well, they would tell.
Yeah, they would tell
let
us.
the public know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Mm-hmm.
But so they found 219 new planets?
Yep, using the Kepler Space Telescope.
Huh.
And they think 10 of those planets lie within the habitable zones of the stars that they are orbiting.
Wow.
So, but this whole anonymous thing, yeah, whatever you want to say with anonymous, but, I tend to think anytime someone says major announcement from NASA, usually take it with a grain of salt, because NASA is super precautious especially when it comes to announcements.
Right.
Because, they're like literally the lead in space. SpaceX is closely moving up on the wave.
SpaceX is moving in quick, giving him the finger in the bung.
Well, no, SpaceX and NASA actually need each other.
Yeah.
So, but anyway, back to this alien thing. The odds are that if NASA knew aliens existed, we would all know. Okay?
So
also,
no government cover-up?
I don't think so. And this was also brought up, too. Well, we know that aliens don't exist because Trump would have tweeted about it by now.
Right.
Yeah. 1 a.m.
Or at least they're withholding the information from him, maybe. But I'd
they would
even
have
give
to
him
for
that.
At 2 a.m. It's all out there.
But like I do think though NASA will eventually make that announcement that will change humanity forever. Is that we're no longer alone in the universe, and it'll be sooner rather than later. Especially with the launch of the James Webb Space Telescope scheduled for next October. So, just think Super Hubble. Kind of.
Hubble.
Yeah, so Hubble Space Telescope, but bigger.
So we'll find more planets.
Yeah, that's one of its mission objectives, is actually to study the atmospheres of exoplanets.
Okay.
Directly study them. Which we barely have the technology to do that now, but James Webb's supposed to do that. Better we'll have the technology for, I think, total spending on the James Webb Space Telescope right now is like $13.5 billion. But that's over the entire lifetime of the mission. So, but it's worth it. Remember, guys, we only spend half a penny on every tax dollar for NASA. And it's 47 cents out of every tax dollar for national defense. Just saying. Hashtag it's real.
So, do you think they would tell us?
Yeah, they would. Now that does bring up other arguments, and I maybe could stir up a discussion with this, is like, how do you think humanity would react if we found out we are not alone in the universe?
A bunch of people would probably freak the fuck out.
Yeah.
Oh, guaranteed.
Yeah.
Guaranteed a bunch of people would freak the fuck out. Also, a bunch of people would say bullshit because it's the government and they don't believe the government anyway.
I'll be I told you so person.
Well,
I'll be the first one to say, I'd look around the room, I told everyone.
Yeah.
I knew it. It was real. I saw it one time.
I told y'all.
I told you, yeah.
So, but no, if NASA
Roswell.
had definitive evidence that could be repeated by multiple space agencies and multiple astronomers around the globe that confirmed that extraterrestrial intelligence beyond our solar system exists. That's a humanity that changes the course of humanity. That literally changes not history, but that's something so fundamental, because literally ever since humans have been on this planet, they've had two basic questions: where did we come from, and are we alone?
Who's your daddy and what does he do?
My daddy was supposed to just go to the gas station and get a gallon of milk and a pack of cigarettes, but he never came back. No, I'm just kidding.
He wasn't getting a pack of cigarettes.
What do you think about this, Yash?
I want alien hookers already. I want to fuck a Martian.
Yeah?
Yeah, that's my innovative leaps
How
and bounds.
much would you pay to pork a Martian?
I don't know. Like, it depends on how much their money's worth.
Because
exchange
I mean,
rate.
they're going to be supreme over us.
Is it going to
So
be like Guardians of
it's
the Galaxy?
not. They're not going to want to date
hope so.
us.
Right?
What's
well,
their
no,
name?
it's all hooking and
They're
shit.
just going to want to hook.
Yeah. They're just going to want to hook?
Yeah.
Are they going to, like, probe
Because they
us
know
as
they're going to make
hooking?
money. Yeah.
I'd like that.
Like the good old
Of
alien
course.
abduction.
I even, like, just to say...
innocent thing, huh?
I'd fucking alien like Pollock just to say I did. Like, all, like, the normal big head alien looking
Oh,
thing.
the
It doesn't even
grays?
have to be sexy, yeah.
Mike
not
Carlson
me.
just said that you are his favorite guest. Virtual high fives. Don't leave Les out, though. This is his first time.
It is.
We're popping that cherry.
Bam!
It's pops.
Now, I would say,
little
though, that the way we would find out aliens existed, the lowest probability one would be, like, them actually coming and visiting Earth.
Mm-hmm.
I guess the odd would be that, maybe, I would probably say that you probably using the James Webb Space Telescope, or maybe even the next generation after James Webb, actually detecting gases in the atmosphere that can only be made by intelligent life. For example, CFCs. So if you get chlorofluorocarbons, stuff that destroys ozone, can't be made naturally. It can only be made by an industry.
Isn't
Only be
Ozone
made-
a character on American Gladiator?
I think he's there with Blazer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we can use
Ozone.
that to destroy him? I've always wondered how to beat that fucking final
Always
chorus.
assault, dude. No, not. Well, the Eliminator was tough, dude. But you know what I always thought the toughest event was on American Gladiators? Assault.
Yeah. Yeah.
Assault, or that stupid one where you got into that big metal ball and you had to push it around.
Yeah.
Which ones were the tennis balls?
Assault.
Assault.
yeah.
That
That
was
was
my favorite
Assault.
one. That was my favorite one.
Yeah.
Dude, I remember that shit when I was a kid. Freaking, it was always on late at night, and then they tried rebooting it with Hulk Hogan and,
That
and
didn't work.
Muhammad Ali's daughter. It didn't work out too well.
She's hot. I don't care. I'll say it.
Which one?
The one that won the championships.
Okay.
The belt.
Well, no,
not,
he meant
not the
Hulk
one.
Hogan
Not the
or-
one on 30
or the
Days In,
daughter.
right?
Oh, you mean Hulk Hogan or Muhammad Ali?
Oh,
Both
I
of
thought-
their daughters are hot.
Well, no. I mean, Muhammad Ali's daughter. One of them is not hot.
Oh,
She was on that 30 Days In. You ever see
Oh,
that
no.
show?
no.
Where people embed
don't
themselves in jail and to try to spy on like what's going on in the corruption of the jail.
No.
Oh, so she wasn't a real prisoner?
It's like
She
an
was just
A&E
undercover?
show.
It's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
No. A&E too?
A&E.
Yeah.
Hashtag sidetracked is correct.
Okay.
Ding.
Ding. Where's it at? Okay.
All right. So
That was two.
You got a high five as well. He did.
Did I?
He did throw you a high five.
Oh, that's pretty nice.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Mike's a nice guy.
Yeah.
Mike?
Yeah.
Where's
Thank you,
our high
Mike.
five?
He
Thank
gives
you,
good
Mike.
high fives. If you know what I mean.
Oh. I don't.
But high
Okay,
fives.
well,
Okay.
use your imagination.
Yep.
I am.
Are we going to continue talking about anonymous aliens, or are we moving on?
Oh, I think we can move on.
Well, fucking A, we're moving on, and it is Les's turn to pick a topic. Time.
Let's do the seeds and stems.
Seeds and stems.
Or-
You
Right.
500?
you were the yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. You must answer
So-
in the form of a question.
Mm-hmm. And the question is about how do you feel about Mormonism? Because it's about to get a whole lot cooler. Because they're looking to legalize medical marijuana.
Oh, are they?
Yeah.
Wow.
They want to sit at home in their comfy pajamas with their 5 wives and just smoke some medical pot. What's wrong with that? But right now, a group of activists is trying to put in a bid to put that onto the ballot in 2018. And it's probably going to go through.
So Utah gets medical marijuana, or just Mormons in Utah?
No, it would be all. Yeah,
No.
yeah.
Just Mormons. Just
all the
them.
non-Mormons, they're fucked.
I think that's all good and all, but like, what are the conditions that they say that it's going to help treat?
Religious
Religious
psychosis.
Yep.
Is that what it says?
PTSD
Religious
from-
No,
psychosis?
no.
Oh. I was just
Polygamy.
Yep.
Okay.
It helps make your wife not nag so much. She gets all high, passes out. It helps with the back pain.
Which wife? Which wife?
Whichever one.
Yeah, because
It don't matter.
I want to see how that works, but hey.
The one that they make stay in the closet
Oh, okay.
because she's too young to come out and eat at the big kids' table.
Now, you do
Oh.
understand how
Like
big
that
of a
Texas
maybe
place.
this is.
Yeah, I do.
I mean,
But
they've done
I
this.
wanna hope-
Groups have passed it on the ballots before.
I
have
really
put it
wanna
on the
hope.
ballots before there. But it hasn't passed.
But it's a new age. This is Donald
Well,
Trump's America.
No, his fucking attorney
This
general
guy
wants to
needs
take it
medical
away from
marijuana.
us.
Yeah.
He wants to crack down on it like hardcore.
Right? Harder than it's ever
Donald's
been.
numbers are down, right? Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
Way down? I feel like his numbers is going to keep on going down.
Well,
You can come out and say, I
did-
legalized weed, and it's still going to plummet. Like, man, we don't give a fuck.
Yeah. There's no
So
coming
Utah
back.
passed an extremely limited medical marijuana law several years ago that allowed allow those with severe epilepsy to use a marijuana extract called cannabidiol. Cannabidiol,
All
sorry.
the fake stuff?
If they obtain it from other states,
oh, that's like CBD oil, right?
probably.
Okay, alright. Is it the fake stuff, or is it the CBD oil?
I don't know. It's a marijuana extract, they say.
Okay.
But you know the press,
Yeah.
they don't know terminologies.
Yeah.
Yeah, but CBD is also federally.
What did you just say to me? What?
I was just saying CBD is federally legal, though, isn't it?
No, it's not. They consider it just as danger.
CBD oil.
is
Yeah.
just as dangerous as the plant, according to them.
Don't
I was
threaten
just
me,
reading an
Spanky.
article today though that they want he wants to friggin' crack down on everything.
Oh, yeah.
And
Yeah.
even though I think it's the majority of the states in Washington D.C. already have it, at least at a medical level, and then even some of the reddest states are like, dude, this isn't fucking worth our time prosecuting all this shit. Let's just decriminalize it at minimum. Be done with it, you know?
Right.
Didn't Jeff Sessions get shot down on his budget? Like, they said, no, we can give you the money to
Well,
go out to the
he
pot.
actually went to Congress and pleaded with them to give the money to
Yeah.
the DEA to go after medical, and Congress basically gave him the bird on it.
As they should. They want revotes in their states.
Well, yeah, especially like here in Colorado.
Yeah. You can't vote that in. Expect you're gonna get voted back in.
What do you think the likelihood of it actually going through are?
Pretty well, it friggin' some.
All's it has to do is be sponsored by an elder. And then boom.
It's in, yeah.
Well,
How many Mormons are in
obvious-
Utah?
is the Mormon Church
What?
actually for this or against it?
How many
Like,
Mormons
what's
are in
the
Utah?
official
All of
position of the
them.
Mormon Church
Okay.
on medical?
I don't
Like,
know.
seriously.
They're probably
That's what I thought.
against it.
Let's
suck.
see. I mean, if they are against it, I mean, I could bring up like the Catholics. Like Catholic Church is
Catholics.
huge in Massachusetts because of Boston, Boondock Saints. But anyway, the Catholic Church is actually pushing really hard to stop the legalization in Massachusetts because they passed to sell recreational marijuana in Massachusetts on the 16 ballot. But the Catholic Church is pumping in a lot of money and putting up a lot of resistance, like, and at least trying to stall out the rollout of legalization in Massachusetts. So if you apply, I mean, I'm pretty sure. So the Mormons would probably be against medical then too. You know, I mean, I've heard basically most of the big organized religions around the country, especially the evangelicals, are like, oh, that's the devil's lettuce.
Devil's lettuce.
Which I don't even understand it.
Satan.
How you can even label it as like as a religion? Because there's nowhere, like anywhere that says, hey, don't smoke that herb. There's like nowhere that says it. It says sin. Like, that's what's confusing to me about it. Like how people could put a religion on it, you know, like
very simple,
a religion touch on it, be like, oh no, the devil wants you to smoke that weed.
Very
it says
simple,
it on everybody's interpretations.
Yeah, but
like
you know,
with,
Jesus said, what enters me doesn't defile with me, so like, I believe the weed smoke don't defile with me. Definitely if it doesn't come out and I'm out acting crazy like Donald Trump and grabbing pussy, you know, I feel like I'm good.
But, well, the thing is the reason why, like, it's a sin or whatever is because it's always been in the United States to demoralize minorities.
Yeah, no, that's definitely true.
Go back to Reefer Madness back in the fucking 30s. You know,
literally, or using marijuana as the
marijuana
itself. Yeah, it's not
will
even
make you
Spanish.
rape white women.
Yeah, well, literally, marijuana is causing black men to rape white women. Mm-hmm. That was like literally the thing, you know. But obviously, a lot more people are actually opening up and, I mean, at least exploring the idea that, gee, marijuana is not as dangerous as, let's say, alcohol or cigarettes, you know.
Heroin.
Or life.
No, but according to the DEA,
life is good.
But according to the DEA, marijuana is in the same classification as heroin.
Yeah, it's not. It has no medicinal values.
No medical benefit whatsoever, and
which is confusing.
If you guys want a little bit of a homework assignment, this is a couple years old, but so our congressman up here in Fort Collins that represents us in Washington D.C. is Jared Polis, and he grilled Obama's DEA director. And literally, it was just her in a fucking circle jerk with herself saying marijuana's bad because it's illegal, and it's illegal because it's bad. And literally, Paulus is just sitting there, why is marijuana considered a Schedule I drug? And she's like, because it's bad. Well, why is it bad?
Because Big Pharma says
because
so.
It's illegal. Yeah. I mean, and it was just like a 2.5 minute clusterfuck of her just doing that.
Wow.
But no, good for Utah if they pass it. You know, add another state to the list that are at least opening up to the idea.
Yeah,
and
this is good.
There's some polls or some studies out there that say that Utah is the most conservative state in the union. Fucking beats any state in the South.
For real?
Yeah.
Surprise.
Even
Alabama
over Wyoming?
There's not enough people in Wyoming.
Never been there.
I swear the cows vote up there, though.
The cows vote?
The cows and the fucking antelope. Every time I've gone up there in the middle of the night and had to piss on the side of the road, like it's always in this creepy like ghost town that died in the 50s, you know, with the coal boom, when the coal boom died. And I always like am pissing half asleep and I look over and there's a fucking antelope. 4 or 5 feet away, just staring at me, piss. And I never understand it. Wyoming, man. Fucking Wyoming.
Oh, why does Wyoming blow?
Why?
Because Nebraska sucks.
It's true. It's true. So I've got a follow-up on something that I think we can kind of fill into seeds and stems.
Mm-hmm.
And a while back, for those devout listeners, this is a while back, a gentleman in Florida was pulled over with residue all over his car, the inside of his car, that they thought was cocaine, and he argued that it was drywall. Do you remember that?
Mm-hmm.
So,
I was reading about this story.
It comes back now. Like, he had argued then that it was drywall, and we had talked about it. Mm-hmm. And it turns out, guess what? 90 days in, it's fucking drywall. 90 days in.
Wait, why would his car be covered in coke?
You ever had a blowout, man? Shit happens.
Yeah, I mean,
Sometimes
I
those
understand.
bags stick, and you're like, especially you're having a bad day. You're on lunch, you know. You have to be quick.
Turn the air
You're on a
conditioning
bathroom break, you know.
Just
You're
ran
running
outside.
out.
All I know is, if I was that guy and spent fucking 90 days in jail, I probably lost my job. I'm fucking way behind on my fucking rent or mortgage payment.
Mm-hmm.
And if it's rent, I probably lost my place and got evicted.
And all your stuff in there.
And all my stuff's probably
Yep.
gone. That fucking police department fucking better pay a lot of money. But
Yeah.
They ain't paying
unfortunately,
you shit.
They ain't gonna pay you shit. Any settlement's gonna be paid with taxpayer funds. You know, which is bullshit.
That is bullshit.
And I also heard a lot of things too about literally cops. Even the roadside test comes up negative and still fucking taking people.
Here's what blows my mind, right? Yeah, is a roadside test can tell you quick. Literally, a drop of formaldehyde on a substance can tell you what's in it. That's what a lot of the test kits are, is just formaldehyde. And they can do it that fucking quick, but it took them 90 days.
So was it, like, I don't get how the field testing enough. Drop it in, boom. Oh, it didn't come up any
Well,
colors.
see, I think when it's all over the car and the residue, there's not enough to put in the field test, probably. They probably had to swab it and send it to a lab, maybe. But
'Cause there's
still,
so much of
nonetheless,
it.
like, it shouldn't take 90 fucking days.
Got pushed back a bunch
They were
of times.
they were holding that bitch for a reason.
He's probably pissed.
It's Florida.
He's suing. Oh, it's Florida?
It's Florida.
Crazy shit happens in
Dude,
Florida.
that's
all the
why
time.
we have the weekly subject. That's where it happens. Hashtag that's where it happens.
Hashtag where that's where.
And
that's where
and
happens.
it 9 times out of 10, man, it's Florida.
Florida. I can see.
Sometimes Kansas.
Sometimes Kansas.
Yeah,
Stuff happens there.
you'd be surprised.
Occasionally.
Well,
I went through Kansas one time and it's just like nothing.
There was a weird
Nothing
run there in Kansas where it was like mafiosa style shit going on for a while. They were having fucking detectives end up beheaded, fucking thrown in ditches. Remember that?
No.
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 I don't.
I don't know. Maybe, did you guys hear about this? Like as soon as Colorado passed legal weed, friggin' Kansas like all freaked out and like set up like roadblocks. Or not roadblocks, but checkpoints
Decoys.
and this,
Decoy signs.
and shit for and
We could've
but it
went.
like went all the way up to the Supreme Court, and the Supreme Court basically said, "Fuck you, Kansas, you can't do that anymore." It kind of sucks. So like, you know, even when you get the whole false positive shit too, like you get it would just suck though. Like you had a fucking target on your back just because you have Colorado license plates or Washington license plates. You know,
Congress did Congress said they couldn't do that shit anymore, didn't they?
not Congress. It was the
Or-
Supreme Court.
Yeah, Supreme
Well-
Court,
But
yeah.
you know, you still have the fucking, you know, podunk fucking sheriff in fucking small county fucking Kansas willing to break that.
But in
Yeah,
places
say
like
it didn't.
Utah and Idaho and shit like that, that's going to change.
Yeah.
Because you see a lot of plates from Colorado, fucking Oregon, Washington, California.
Yeah.
And all those
Alaska
states are
and all
legal.
that shit.
Nevada.
Nevada, Sin City Seeds.
Well, yeah,
It's
and
weed
they
out
want to
there.
do interstate commerce, but how are they going to get past the whole marijuana is illegal at the federal level because of the Commerce Clause in the Constitution?
You can get away with anything as long as you're paying enough.
That is
Yeah.
true.
I mean, they say fucking it's illegal to own all sorts of shit, like rocket launchers. But you can own a rocket launcher
You
as
pay
long
a
as you
permit.
pay that fucking tax stamp.
Yep, every year. You can own whatever you want. Yeah, you're right. If the marijuana industry wasn't making a lot of tax dollars right now, it wouldn't be here still.
We have 2 friends that are facing some awful prison time in Nebraska right now, and they're going through the court process. But they one of the charges they got on them was traveling without a tax stamp because they had a lot of shit. But that was the charge.
One of them's traveling without a tax stamp.
Traveling without a tax
You
stamp.
know what else I think is bullshit too? Fucking civil forfeiture.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because I heard stories like there was a group of like 6 people, 6 friends that went to Vegas, and one of them won huge, and had like $20,000 in cash in the car. They fucking got pulled over. Never got charged with a crime. But the cops were like, "Why you got 20 grand on you?" "Well, I won it in Vegas, so I'm taking it home." "No, you're not." Yoink.
Prove it, yeah.
You prove it. Why? How is this not drug
Civil
money?
forfeiture is just a good word for legal theft.
Yeah.
Now, to be fair, we wouldn't need civil forfeiture if we properly funded our police.
Here's what's funny. A lot of big-time drug smugglers, especially if they're only caught in rings of drug smuggling in manufacturing, if they're smart enough and they have their backing, the charges they end up with are tax evasion and shit like that.
Yeah.
In Florida, that shit happened all the time with, like, cocaine fucking drug lords and shit. They might do 2 or 3 years, minimum security, fucking federal-style prison.
Not too harsh.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, never. White-collar prisons.
Mm-hmm.
Is that what they call them? Yeah, white-collar prisons.
It's impressive.
Yeah.
But most drug dealers that make it big are also idiots and spend big. They don't put money aside. So when you don't put money aside to pay for those legal defenses, you know, that's when you get fisted.
I mean, look at Frank Lucas. He's living large.
Yeah.
There
There's a lot of them there are.
I mean, he went through, did his time, but he snitched. You know, I don't know about the dirty cops, but...
Is that the guy from Kid Cannabis?
No, it's the dude from... He's on the Denzel movie, the American Gangster. That's
Oh,
that
okay,
guy.
yeah.
Snitched on all the dirty cops afterwards.
Did you ever see Kid Cannabis?
Yeah.
It's a good movie.
Let me see,
I'd recommend it.
Kid Cannabis?
Kid Cannabis.
Based on
Really, yeah, it's based on a true story, and
I've
it's
seen American Gangster.
really
but I
well
haven't-
done.
I have never heard of that Kid Cannabis.
Yeah, it's based on like these high school kids that got the idea to start smuggling weed in from Canada into Idaho. And
I think
yeah.
I've seen that. They go through the wilderness. They do these like huge hikes with like a lot on their... Okay, yeah.
Really well done movie. It is really well done. And it goes from really like good and jovial and happy to what the fuck real quick. It's awesome.
What's that other... What's it, Savages? Is that another marijuana movie? It's pretty,
Oh,
pretty
the
crucial.
friggin' one that Oliver Stone directed?
Yeah. The Savages? Is that what it's called?
Yeah, where Blake Lively fucks the 2 dudes.
We have
He's
Yeah,
my war
yeah.
fuck. That is the dumbest, one of the dumbest lines in a movie I've ever heard in my life. He's my war fuck. Really?
we have an audience question. Thoughts on decriminalization of all drugs?
Yes.
It makes sense. Spain is. Spain.
No, it's not Spain, Portugal.
Portugal.
No, Spain is too.
Spain
Spain
is working on
working
it,
on
yeah.
No,
So-
no, Spain. I'm pretty sure I thought Spain was.
I don't think they have yet. I think they're working on it.
Okay.
I know Portugal's been there for like 10 years. They
Uruguay
Uruguay?
did, if I'm not mistaken. And the big thing that I think is great about like Portugal, they made it to where if you get caught, you have to go in front of a board of like street savvy individuals that have gone through this process. They're not just people who are there to
Civilian
fuck
style.
you. They're people who have been drug addicts, have gone through the roots and gotten sober. And so it's awesome. I think that's very important in any kind of prevention, is having somebody that has been there through it, you know, having that support. You know, we all need somebody to lean on.
We also have to get past the stigma that drug addiction is a mental illness. It's not criminal. We have to deal with drug issue, this whole drug problem, especially the whole opioid crisis right now that's happening, and the whole heroin epidemic that's going on that's, you know, getting no attention. We can't treat these people like criminals.
You know,
they need help. Some of them, I mean, a lot of them do.
A lot of them do need help. The biggest thing I hate about that argument, though, the mental illness argument, is somebody with schizophrenia can't just stop being schizophrenic. They can get some drugs that might alter their brain to make them less schizophrenic.
Yeah.
But they can't just stop and go through withdrawal symptoms or whatever. They can't go to rehab to stop being fucking schizophrenic.
Okay.
I could go to rehab if I'm a heroin junkie. I could stop cold turkey if I so choose to. You know, a lot of it is that game, though. It is kind of a game in the brain. I mean, I can speak from experience with it. A lot of it is trying to run away from mental illness, I feel. You are using it to mask mental illness, to treat mental illness in a different way. I don't think it necessarily is a mental illness. You know what I mean?
I agree. I don't think it's... I think it's something you can stop. Obviously, there's a part where it, like, triggers something in your brain. Something happens.
Yeah, well, obviously, yeah.
And some people get it, some people don't.
Get a physical dependency on opioids.
There's a lot of people who have pure dependencies on opioids.
Problem.
And I bet if you were to put, like, if you actually could find the numbers of people addicted to opiates, there would be no other mental illness that would compare in those numbers.
It was like... What is it, like 2015 is like 200 or something like deaths from opiate usage overdose,
it's freaking way more than that.
It was crazy. I know the numbers are like quadrupled from
since then, probably.
Yeah.
Well, what's crazy though too is I was reading a story. Speaking of the opioid epidemic, there's a town in Ohio considering doing a 3 strikes policy with people that OD and have to get medical attention.
Narcan and shit.
And Narcan. Yeah. I'm sitting there like, so is it really down to that level? It's like, okay, you get 3 chances, but the 4th time we're just going to let you die.
I think a lot of the issue is they're seeing people, it should have been a wake-up call. You know, a lot of survivors of attempted suicide tend to maybe have a wake-up call from it, you know? Or near-death experiences and shit like that should have a wake-up call. But in a lot of cases, these people are like, fuck, it's not going to kill me, so I can do it more. I can live through this. They get a Superman complex.
But people are starting to take more. That I just saw a video dude took 4 narcotics or something like that.
So I was reading this too. I'm glad I read a lot of this stuff. I'll actually find the article for you and forward it to you. But actually, like, most overdoses occur when people relapse and they think that they can actually take a higher dose.
Oh yeah,
and their tolerance has gone
they go
down
back
because
to what they're
they've been
doing.
sober for a while,
mm-hmm.
and they think, oh, I can handle this heartier dose.
That is true.
So yeah, there's the ones that, you know, they just say, fuck it, I'm just gonna do it, whatever. But quite a lot of these people though relapse. And the ones that overdose, I'll find the article and forward it to you.
Because people don't think like that. Well, fuck, I could handle that much before. Yeah, it's been years, but fuck, I can handle that much now. And that's what killed Bradley Noel. It was his birthday, and his wife bought him fucking heroin for some reason after he'd been clean for years. Yeah.
She was trying to kill him.
She was.
She got money, didn't she?
She probably did.
Lots.
Look confused. I'm confused.
Bradley Noel from Sublime.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
All I know is, dude, the friggin' singer from Alice in Chains, too, when he died of the drug overdose, they actually found fucking lumps of heroin, like, underneath his skin.
Well, with Lane Staley, there was something in the particular batch that he got, too, that it basically ate away from his insides to his out. Seriously, it was acidic. And so the reason why they knew he was dead is all of a sudden his bank account stopped getting a lot of money withdrawn from it. And he had only been dead for a few days, but when they found him, they said it looked like he had been dead for months because he had been so decayed and everything from that shit.
Fuck. Dude, there's been stories like that where, like, people haven't been, they've been like reported missing, but like 6 months, a year later, they just found out they died in their apartment, and their rent is like automatically withdrawn, so no one gives a shit until the money runs out. So like their decaying corpse has been in there for like 6 months and like no one noticed.
Oh
kinda
yeah,
sad.
I won't even get into those stories, but
It's a little sad.
Fuck. Well, there's also that story the other day too.
I've
that
done clean
fucking, fucking dead person was found in a Walmart bathroom.
here.
No, it wasn't
No.
here. I think it was in like Tennessee.
What about that guy they found in the fucking Cinemark bathroom?
Oh, back in the day.
Dead for a couple days in that bitch.
And the-
like,
And this, what?
yeah, here.
That's
He was
a
dead
long
for like
time.
a few days.
Nobody cleaned those bathrooms.
No, nobody had checked into that bathroom.
You know,
And,
that,
and
I
he
wonder
was
if you watched
missing.
about
His
that.
car was in the parking lot.
yeah, didn't they report the guy missing?
Yeah.
From the Carmike, or
That's
the Cinemark
right.
case? Sorry,
Yeah.
Carmike. Sorry, now called AMC
So-
Fort Collins 10.
Back on the decriminalizing, sorry. I say decriminalize all street
Sidetracked.
drugs.
Hashtag.
Sidetracked, yes. Decriminalize all street drugs. Criminalize all pharmaceuticals.
Yeah. That'd be some good shit.
Yeah, but if you say all drugs, but I mean,
Well, some
you gotta add
pharmaceuticals are
some of the
good,
you gotta add the
but
pharmaceuticals.
it's
Oh,
these
yeah.
big corporations that make a huge profit off of them are assholes. Like that Martin Skirtle guy, he's finally being put on trial, and they're finding out they can't find any jurors because every single juror that they've tried to
Thinks
pick
he's
so
a
far
scumbag,
Thinks
yeah.
he's a scumbag.
He's going on trial for something different.
Well,
Which
yeah,
one
but
is this guy?
still.
Martin Scarelli.
That's the it's not the HIV pill.
The
guy, right?
Pharma Bro, yeah.
Oh, it
that
is
they
the
call
farmer
him,
bro
yeah.
that bought the what album did he buy?
Wu-Tang.
Wu-Tang,
The
yeah.
Wu-Tang, yeah.
The last Wu-Tang
bastard.
album.
He can't sell it either. Apparently, he can't get rid of it. Something like that. There's some clauses to it.
I do agree, or make them much harder to get. Well, on the pharmaceutical level, you really I think the more you try to make street drugs harder to get, the more likely you are to get them. You know what I mean? Like, people just,
You
they
find
want
a
to
way.
supply the
You'll
demand,
find a way.
man.
If you want a drug that bad, you will find
There's
a way.
somebody selling it. Somebody's feeding their family off of it. Yes.
Like, always had this really dumb question but how do you get on the dark web? Because, like, I
You
heard,
knock
like,
3
Silk Road-
times.
That, you know, you guys remember that whole, like, Silk Road thing? Where, like,
Yeah.
people were selling, like, well, they were also human trafficking, too, for sex.
Of course.
And assassins. And
The owner went away for trying to
fucking,
get somebody
but
killed.
the main thing they did was fucking drugs. And you're like, how the hell did they figure this shit out? Like, how could me, the average person, ever figure out how to get onto that?
Word of mouth.
Yeah.
That is probably true.
Word of mouth.
Have you ever heard
Networks.
of the Onion Router? It's a special program, and it spells out to Tor, and that's how you get on the dark web.
It's
You have to like download it,
It's like when you're
and
in school.
it's like a new web browser that you get that's not tracked and shit, but you have to like check through
I
it and
have Tor
stuff.
browser.
Yeah, and like seriously, the first couple pages you come up through, you can look through all that stuff. You can find like assassins and shit. You can find drugs, like it's crazy the shit you can find on there.
Fuck, I'll never do it because
Can you find
I'm afraid
animal
of shit. Like,
assassins?
I'll get in trouble for
Animal
downloading
assassins?
Animal
ROMs.
assassins.
So someone that
So
just
I'll
hunts
never get on
animals.
the dark
So
web.
yeah,
You can look
yeah.
as long as you never click on anything.
Or would you say
just-
animal assassin now?
Take that.
Well, because I mean, like, I remember reading a story a while back about these dogs that were trained to smell out bootlegged movies, like burned
What?
bootleg movies, right? And
How?
I don't know, they were somehow trained to do it at airports and shit. But they had to be put in like a witness protection program because the fucking bootleggers put a hit out on these dogs. And like, I
Wow.
would think like, you know, you could be a heartless motherfucker to be a hitman, but you see a kitten through the sniper scope and you're just like, oh man, I can't fucking do it. Like, it takes you back to childhood.
dog,
Like,
full
what?
grown
Even
dog.
then, like, fuck.
Yeah, it was narc dogs.
Yeah, it's narco
That's different.
dogs, man.
Yeah, narc dogs.
Yeah.
Well,
Decriminalize narc dogs.
Maybe.
they
I
had to
say
retrain
no.
all of our dogs in
Recriminalize.
Colorado not to hit on marijuana.
Yeah, it's like bombs now, right? Bombs and stuff.
Well,
Focus.
other drugs too, but
And-
they had to
and-
be trained not to hit on weed.
They have dogs that can sniff out USB drives that are hidden.
Have you ever?
That's how they caught
Yeah,
Jared
Yeah,
from Subway.
that's true.
They sent dogs into his house
That's
and they
true,
found
yeah,
where
they
he
can
had
smell,
hidden
like-
in the wall and
yeah.
shit.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
He got put away by a
Dude, they
fucking
can
dog.
fucking train dogs to do anything.
He snipped out an electronic
It's a certain
device.
plastic, man.
Mm-hmm.
It's a certain plastic.
Yeah.
And it was like hidden
certain
in
or
the
a certain
wall.
thing on
Dude.
the chips. Yeah.
Dogs are amazing. Like, I think people underrate like the intelligence of a dog.
Oh yeah.
I always love
Like-
telling this story about how awesome dogs are. So the Bin Laden raid, right? 2010 Bin Laden raid.
Right.
Friggin' the SEAL team brought in 2 fucking German Shepherds, and they had full tactical bulletproof vests, fucking night vision goggles, and fucking titanium tipped teeth.
Holy shit.
The titanium teeth are
That's
pretty cool,
freaky.
but I think the most badass part is the night vision goggles.
Yeah.
You know what? I think that is a perfect cutaway to.
What? Bring in the clones?
Yes.
That's actually what I
I
was
think
thinking
that is
too.
a perfect cutaway
That is
to
a
our
good
next
one.
topic.
I like that a lot. So there is a lab in South Korea that has started making cloned dogs from ears that they take from dogs, and they have like full grown puppies now. It's fucking terrifying.
So these are legitimate, like, Dolly the sheep clones.
Yes.
Yeah,
They're
They
actually
bark.
finally cloning them.
They
Hell
bark
yeah,
and
your dog would never die.
Yeah.
How much does it
Well,
cost? What's
my
the price
theory,
tag?
is they're
Gotta be
saying
alive.
it's what are they saying it's for?
They're saying that they're going to be sending them to Russia to help invade Syria.
Wait,
That's
this
why
is
they're-
South Korea that's
Mhm.
saying that? Why
Yeah.
are we helping
Wait,
out Russia?
wait. To invade Syria? Fucking Assad and Putin are fucking friends. That
Right.
doesn't make any sense. Fucking
Right.
Russia
So-
has a fucking base in Syria.
Here's my theory. They're really doing it for food supply.
Mm-hmm.
And they don't want to say that because they know PETA and the UN would get pissed.
But they would even get pissed if they were even clone dogs.
I mean,
But now-
do clone dogs have rights? The same rights as regular dogs?
That's a good question.
Would a clone of you have the same rights you do?
I would say yes, because I wouldn't, saying like, nah, you a slave to me. But other people, nah, they wouldn't. They'd be like, nah, you a clone, you have no rights. I would really believe that that's how people's
Dude,
Like,
it's,
would
like
pursue.
it's like The Island. That movie, The Island, or Repo Man, where fucking people make clones
With
of
Emilio.
themselves.
Emilio Estevez.
Emilio! We were like, Emilio!
Mm-hmm.
That was from an old movie for you guys, youngins.
Yeah.
Night at the Roxbury.
Night at the Roxbury's. I'm gonna look it up. Is it on Netflix?
Maybe.
Maybe.
Friggin', was it Chris Kattan and Will Ferrell?
Yeah.
Oh, Will Ferrell's in it.
It's where they do the head
Mm-hmm.
to like, what is love? Baby, don't hurt.
I
Nah,
say
it's not ringing a bell.
clone the dogs, but make sure you spay and neuter your cloned pets.
Mm-hmm. If you want to have another one, just clone them.
Hell yeah, dude. My dog Luke would
Just
never
cut
die.
its ear off.
Just
Yeah.
Well, yeah. That'd be kind of the shitty part, but would it be really your dog that you would remember? Like my dog Luke. Like, if I had a clone of Luke, when Luke died, would it be Luke?
I mean, you're calling him Luke, right?
Well, yeah. I mean,
It'd
it
be
would look
Luke
exact-
2.0.
It would be Luke 2.0 because he wouldn't have the memories of Luke 1.0.
Do they not have the memories?
They can't do memory implant yet or whatever.
But how do we know that?
looks fucking weird.
We
I
don't
know.
understand dog, or we don't understand
Kinda
sheep.
dog
That
is it?
sheep could have known that it was a clone, I don't know.
Yeah, but there's also the other problem with clones is that once you start making copies, the quality goes down. It's like making a copy of a copy of a copy.
Yeah, like cloning plants.
Yeah.
They're cloning the Leica's, the kind they sent up into space.
What kind?
Laika the dog,
Yakutian Leica's.
Look.
Leica's. It's a type of hunting dog from northern Russia.
They're adorable.
Now, are they invading Syria or Siberia?
Was it Siberia?
I don't know. I'm looking.
I thought it said Syria.
It's like, it doesn't make sense because Putin and Assad...
It's
are friends.
actually not allowed anywhere in the world what they're doing.
Not even in South Korea.
Well, technically they could do it in international waters.
On a boat? That'd be intense.
No, they were actually talking about making human clones in international waters a couple of years ago. Some company.
I don't know, man. These things
That's
look
scary.
fucking weird. They look distorted. Cam, change over.
Look at that.
Let me see. Yeah.
There's the little one meeting its mama.
Is that his mama?
Yeah. Well, that's the dog it was cloned from.
So those are like
Wait,
the
then how
dogs
did it
that
take
are
its ear?
exactly like.
I've fucking seen
Did it have
Cujo,
two
man.
ears?
No.
It didn't have two ears.
One on the leash didn't.
So this
Oh,
is
the one on
the
the leash
exact
had two
same
ears?
breed
No, the
that
one on the leash didn't.
the Soviet Union
Okay.
shot up into space, like the
Yeah,
dog.
yeah.
Cool. I'd have one, and I'd name it Leica 2.0,
Would you clone it?
and I would clone it.
How many times can you clone a clone before it becomes retarded?
So like 4.5 times.
It's like that Star Trek:
Six.
The Next Generation
Six?
episode.
How many times can you clone a plant off of itself before it becomes retarded?
That's a lot. You took a lot. Think about it. It all depends on how it's taken care of, you know?
Well, any of you guys remember that Star Trek: The Next Generation episode where the clones steal DNA from the Doctor and I think it was Riker?
The what?
There was a Star Trek: The Next Generation
No.
episode where they land on a planet full of clones, and they had the problem of cloning a clone so many times that the genetic material gets so bad, so they steal some of the Enterprise's crew's DNA to make clones of themselves to repopulate the planet or whatever. It's one of the earlier Star Trek episodes. Next
Never
Generation.
seen it.
No.
Not a big
Guys,
Star Trek watcher.
He's not a Trekkie.
Not a Trekkie.
No,
More
not a
Star
war,
Wars? Is
that
not a
what it's called?
warzy either.
Battlestar
You're not a
Galactica?
warzy?
No, you know,
He doesn't like
Galactica.
anything.
people give me shit for this all the time.
He's a
but
hipster.
I am not. I've always been this
You
way.
like John Mayer?
I love John Mayer.
It's all
Sexually.
making sense.
Sexually.
Oh.
But no, I just ever since I was a kid, I could never get into a lot of sci-fi, or a lot of fantasy and shit like that. I can't do it.
Oh my god, that makes so much sense.
Right?
Because your upbringing, you were exposed to so many different kinds of fantasies that you have a hard time focusing on that type of fantasy.
That's probably true.
I just found out Doug in a nutshell. Holy shit.
Doug in a nutshell.
You know, you brought it up earlier, Josh, about fucking a Martian.
Yeah.
See how much Matt Damon's worth.
Yeah. I wonder if he would fuck a Martian.
No,
Does he count as the Martian?
He counts as
Well,
the
how,
Martian.
the Kardashians.
You see, if I were to have
They're
sex
cursed.
with Matt Damon, then Ben Affleck would have to be there. Just because they do everything as a pair. Me included.
Now I wonder if if you were fucking Matt Damon, would he go Matt Damon?
Yeah, always. That's his climax
He'd
noise.
say Scotty doesn't know.
Yeah.
He'd say, "How do you like them apples?
Applesauce.
My boy, he is wicked smart."
Wicked smack.
Wicked Smith. Applesauce, bitch. Or was it applesauce bitches? I don't remember. It's from
Both.
Chainsaw and Bob
Yep.
Straight Back.
Yeah, I think it's just bitch. But
We are the clit.
see that shit on Facebook all the time. It makes me laugh. Coalition of literary and
Now you know Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back. Favorite role for Carrie Fisher for me.
really is
Mhm.
as the Harry Bush nun.
Yep, Harry Bush Nun. Not
That's your favorite role?
Princess Leia. Not General Organa, Princess Leia. But nope, freaking Harry Bush Nun.
I'd be a general Princess Leia.
What part of your body would you cut off to clone?
Probably my balls. Make a ball clone. That'd be cool. Would it have 4 balls?
Maybe.
And then I'd have none.
None.
So you give up your balls?
What?
Balls.
I
any
would
balls?
I would make my I'd cut off my balls to clone them to make another me, but it'd have like udders where the balls are supposed to be. It'd be an udder of balls.
Do
You
you
wouldn't have none no more. They
Yeah,
were-
the clone would have to carry on my name.
do you think we have clones of people?
I bet.
Do you
I'm
think
all
like
about
Trump has a
conspiracies.
clone?
Trump?
Yeah, like
They ain't wasting the money on that.
he would waste some money on that.
Yeah, he would, yeah.
First day.
I mean, I'm a firm believer that the different appearances you see of Trump, they're not that you can tell slight differences in them. And I'm a firm believer that the Trumps you see aren't always Trump.
Oh, so you're starting a conspiracy right now?
Yeah, sure. I mean, I've said it before. There's been fucking leaders all throughout history who've had lookalikes and doppelgangers.
Oh, yeah.
And
Like
why
Hitler?
wouldn't? Well,
did?
fucking Winston Churchill did.
Winston Churchill?
Yeah,
I didn't know
Saddam
that.
Hussein did. Even his kids did.
I feel like the evil ones always do.
But
Aren't they all evil?
you know Trump's gotta.
Yeah, I think maybe. I don't know about Winston Churchill. I still root for him. He's probably had his own things.
I don't think Trump has a double, but his hair does.
I bet Trump would clone his hair.
Yeah, I was just...
Dude, that's not hair on his head, dude.
Exactly.
That's a fucking weasel.
He'll clone the weasel.
That's the weasel that controls him.
I honestly, like, you'll see certain Trumps out on the, like, talking. He'll have all these, like, very distinctive splotches on him. Very distinctive. And then the next day be at an appearance and look, his nose will even be shaped slightly different. And not have all the fucking splotches. Look at it. Go fucking look.
Pull this up.
Use your
Let me
eyes.
see.
Is this like the whole, like, Avril Lavigne has been dead since 2004?
I believe
No,
that.
I'm a firm believer. Look, why wouldn't he? Why wouldn't he?
Have a double?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. I believe he would have a double.
I mean, I have seen some very convincing Johnny Depp lookalikes.
Yeah. And
I have seen some very convincing fucking lookalikes of all sorts of people.
I've seen
Michael
Obama's.
Jackson.
Obama's one was bad.
Obama's, yeah.
Yeah.
Like they have a guy.
George Bush.
They have a guy who has a show on Comedy Central who looks like him.
Like Donald Trump?
Yeah.
He doesn't. Not as much as like George Bush.
Enough.
Like
Enough.
you couldn't fool me on it on real life though.
Well, okay. Did you see the video of the little girl telling Trump that he was like garbage?
Oh,
Man,
from Flint,
No.
Michigan?
yeah, that was that guy, not Trump. And they posted it like it was Trump.
You've got
the little girl.
You've got good points, Ryan. Very
Yeah.
good points. How else do you explain how retarded these educated politicians are? And also take notice of the handlers that are always in the background. Whenever they say something completely retarded, their handler whispers in their ear, "Sir, don't go full retard."
Never.
Somebody wrote that.
Yeah.
That's fucking genius.
Yeah.
That's nice.
That's some good shit.
That's funny.
Thank you, Ryan.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It's true, though.
Yeah.
I mean, it's... When you have somebody going and fucking mowing down congressional baseball teams, you better believe our president has a fucking lookalike or two.
Mm-hmm.
Well, don't we have an entire branch of the Secret Service that's supposed to protect him? And doesn't Trump have his own private
there. Of
security?
course, there's a fucking of course, but that doesn't mean shit. Every president and everyone who has in the past has had those secret services,
And they still have them after they
yeah.
leave.
Now, you know what's crazy, though? Have you guys ever seen a presidential barrack or a rolling roadblock? It's or the whole
The what?
Well, it's the whole. Oh, what do they fucking call that? Like, it's not a parade, but like all the fucking vehicles.
Isn't it a motorcade or
Yeah,
something?
Motorcade.
Motorcade.
Okay.
Fucking literally, they have the presidential limousine and 2 fucking decoys. And the fucking decoys have their own fucking motorcade, and they literally specifically drive different routes to confuse the shit out of people. Like Marine One has fucking 3 fucking helicopters that are 2 identical looking helicopters that they fly in formation and continuously move, so you don't know which one the president's in. I saw that when Bush was flying into Greeley when I was an undergrad. That was pretty cool.
Bush came to Greeley.
Yeah,
Adele, not too long ago, a few years back, had an impersonator open her show as if it were her. Nobody fucking knew the difference until she fucking came out.
JFK have a double?
Right.
Some aren't worthy of it, I guess.
What if he
But
did have a
Trump
double?
is?
He has the money to. He has the money to fucking control people.
And JFK
I don't
did?
think.
And-
I don't think he has the money to control people. He's had to borrow so much money that he's controlled.
Is he though? He gives off the personality of like just like I'll borrow your money and then tell you to go fuck yourself.
Well, and he also
And like come get your money.
like
You're fired.
Yeah.
I'm saying though, like if he has nothing to hide, then why is he not showing his tax returns?
He's probably got a lot to hide.
Because he's had clones doing everything. And you can't keep tax records on clones.
So is the clone playing golf or is he playing golf?
He's playing golf, probably. I don't know, unless the press is around. I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, it must have been a clone, because who the fuck drives a golf cart? I don't care if you're the fucking president of the United States or not, or if his fucking clone or body double. Who the fuck drives a golf cart onto a putting green? That's like seriously like one of the biggest cardinal sins in fucking golf is driving your fucking golf cart onto the putting green.
I think that Melania knows that they're doubles. Because you see, sometimes she's more
fidgety.
She's more okay with being next to him.
Mm-hmm.
So when he got his hand smacked a couple of times,
Every time,
double?
maybe, yeah.
Trying to
get fresh, yeah. Wouldn't you? If you were a double?
I would.
Fuck yeah, you have to go back in your cage
That's
after
how you know
this,
you're
man.
good.
Like, you need to get some action.
What if she's a double?
She probably is.
You can't double that.
You can't do that?
No, she's already made of plastic, so it's really hard to redouble it.
Yeah,
like
the bullets will just
she's
bounce off.
unclonable.
Oh,
She's unclonable.
Okay,
Yeah,
she's not
she's
like a dog.
tainted.
She's not like a dog from South Korea.
She's got a
Do they
certain
make the
level of
clones with, like,
Botox
a 3D
inside her.
printer?
Hmm?
Do they make the clones with a 3D printer?
Sure.
If they did that, she's clonable.
Yeah.
But no.
No?
No, you can't have it. The DNA has been tainted with the Botox.
Dude, why couldn't they make like a Terminator?
The cheap Slovakian
Why couldn't they
Botox.
make why couldn't
Is that
they
what
make
she
like
is?
a,
She's
why-
Russian or she...
Was it? What was the model number for Arnold Schwarzenegger's Terminator? T-800.
Yeah.
Why couldn't they make like a T-800 where it was a freaking metal fucking skeleton and then skin on top of it?
What if they have those?
Now you do realize we're 2 years away from when the war was supposed to turn the tides and John Connor gets sent back to not John Connor, but John Connor's dad gets sent back to 1984, right? 2019.
Ryan says, hey, be nice. With their young clone bodies, they can't take the stress of 18 holes. Right? And Brian says, maybe the head Kathy Griffin was holding was a double she thought was really Trump.
Oh, that's
and then
good.
Ryan says, holy shit! Why did I not see that?
I didn't see it either.
That
feel
makes a
bad.
lot of sense, though.
It's so real, though. But we are taking forever to go through topics tonight. We should move on to the next one, huh?
Next.
Yeah. Is it my pick?
Well, yeah, sure. Whatever.
When in doubt, sue Walmart. That's the one I want to talk about. So you guys might remember a while back we also talked about this little bitch. When was it? Do you remember when it was?
Maybe 2 months ago, maybe?
A young lady, a crazed young lady, attacked an Uber driver, right, with a machete and a knife. Killed. I mean, fucking massacred this dude.
Cut him to pieces.
How old was
right?
she?
Like
How old was
16?
he?
16, yeah. I thought she was underage.
She
Yeah,
was
that-
16,
she's
yeah,
a
I think
little
so.
lady.
It won't let
American
me
Horror
read
Story.
it. Look.
Are you for realsies?
Yeah.
That sucks.
Show me more offers.
Just Google it.
So, yeah.
But,
When in doubt, Google.
So, she, or the family of the Uber driver is now trying to sue Walmart because that's where she stole the machete and knife from. And
So what? How does that make Walmart liable?
I have no
Yeah.
idea. Apparently, this is the point in America
A
where you can sue
wrongful
for
death
everything.
suit
Why?
is what it is.
That makes absolutely.
She got away
no
with stealing
sense.
the tool. That's
How is it? How is Walmart at fault for this? I know Walmart's an evil corporation for various reasons, but they didn't do anything wrong in this.
Yeah, if they would have sold it to her, then it'd be their fault. But she stole it. So it's all her
not
fault.
even
No,
if
no,
they
she's-
sold it to her.
They let her get away with
Well,
stealing it.
they said that
So
she
what are you gonna
shoplifted it.
Yeah, what are they gonna do even if they did sell it to her?
Right.
Like,
Nothing.
how us Walmart were we supposed to know that she was gonna hack someone, even if it was in our parking lot?
Yeah, it's like trying to sue the gun company that killed everybody.
Mm-hmm.
It's not gonna happen.
Yeah. Who knows? How much are they asking for?
It can't be much.
It does. Well, if you think it's fucking Walmart, man. It doesn't say how much they're asking for. It's seeking unspecified. So yeah, it's a lot.
Oh, so they're probably talking about it too. Then they probably won't make it.
No, what they're hoping, what they're probably hoping is that, oh God, please don't let Walmart take this to trial. Let's just try to get something out of court.
Yeah.
They did contribute to the delinquency of a minor. I do agree.
How?
Well, they saw her steal this. I mean, they knew she was stealing and leaving this, and she left in a hurry with a knife and a fucking machete. Stealing that, leaving the store in a hurry, right? And they, instead of trying to stop it, they contacted third-party security and went through a whole process like that. Well, the guy was killed right outside that Walmart.
Oh, she didn't make it out the parking lot with him?
It was right outside that Walmart.
So that's her plan the entire time. So I wonder if she like got the Uber before she left for Walmart.
Maybe he called it.
Or like
in
as she got to
there.
like as she started walking in, she's like, "All right, I got 12 minutes to run in, run out."
Ryan,
Dude.
I think Walmart personally handed her the machete and was like, "Go kill an Uber driver," because we support Lyft.
That makes a lot of sense.
I hired Hit.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
A hired 16-year-old girl.
Yeah.
She'll get out by 25 because she's
Have you guys ever taken an
underage.
Uber before?
I have.
I've never taken one.
It's weird.
Some of
They
them
try
are
to
cool.
make small talk.
It's
their
not
car
Uber.
Smells. What?
It's not Uber. Get it?
Wait, you talking about Lyft?
Yeah, I've never taken an Uber or a Lyft before.
I haven't taken Lyft. I've taken Uber.
I'm kind of thinking about taking an Uber to... Because any of you guys going to Comic-Con this weekend in Denver?
Uh-uh. But I would do that for that.
Take an Uber instead of fucking driving down there and trying to get a fucking parking.
Yeah.
Fuck.
I want to start one called Duber.
Yeah.
In which people can smoke reefer.
They have the party bus though.
Yeah, but it'd just be a regular ride
Oh,
share.
regular.
Yeah. Duber.
Doobie's already ready to go.
Now, I've seen some of those Uber drivers have, like, Nintendos and shit in the back. Like, you can play video games while you're
I've
getting
gotten
a
water.
ride. Huh?
I've gotten water, but it's not Nintendo.
It's funny.
Kind of sucks.
We've seen
Now I hear
videos
that.
where the drivers will scream at people
Yeah.
at the top of their lungs and say, "Get the fuck out of my car!"
Yeah, it's
no reason.
until they're
awesome.
red in the face. Well, like apparently
Sometimes
there's a
there's a
reason,
reason.
but like
I
they
saw
don't
a drug
show it
deal.
on the camera by the point that they're screaming at it, and they're like, "Well, I'm gonna record you now."
Oh, wow.
Yeah, like it's
But
pretty
no,
awful.
No Uber driver deserves to be hacked to death.
No. Well, maybe.
Mm.
You never know.
You
You,
never
don't
know.
know what his story was.
You don't know.
She might have known him and had an issue with him. Maybe she
Well,
got
it's
a
like
ride
trying
the
to
week
order-
before.
It's like trying to order pizza from the same
Yeah.
pizza place, trying to get the same driver.
Yeah.
But Uber's real easy. You can get the same driver
Yeah.
every time.
I
Just
think
so
you
not
can
every
request
time, but-
people.
Yeah.
Or like it shows you who's on shift and shit.
I'm pretty sure you can. You
So if
can
wanna stop
on
an Uber driver, it's not too hard.
Order Up now.
Huh.
Too, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, they had the like the Uber where they go get your food and
Mm-hmm.
which is way
brand
better
too,
than what is it? Order Up, yeah, Order Up drivers.
Order Up, yeah.
They're not limited. Though.
No.
The Lyft people, right?
What?
No, I got confused here, man. I'm
No,
sorry.
What?
Lyft is a different thing from the Order Up.
Well, no, I'm
An
saying
Order Up sucks.
There was Grubhub.
Yeah.
No. I'm saying there's a Lyft style
Uber Eats.
Uber Eats. Is
Uber
what it
Eats,
is?
yeah.
Okay.
Uber Eats.
So you can actually pay an Uber driver to go and
you
get
can
your
pay
food?
you can pay an Uber driver to deliver kittens to you.
Really?
Yeah.
It's probably expensive.
I don't know.
I don't know. How much does the average Uber ride cost?
Depends on where you're going. Pretty close.
Depends
It's like
on
10
how many
bucks.
kittens are involved.
Yeah.
Depends on distance,
What time it is?
what time it is.
Yeah,
I don't
demand.
Don't get one on 4th of
Demand.
July.
No,
Yeah.
I don't know. But how are we
Ridiculous.
driving down to freaking Comic-Con?
It's gonna be
From, like,
expensive.
From
Yeah.
Arvada.
It'll probably
fucking
be
expensive.
a couple $100.
I don't
for,
know,
like, the
man.
back and
Couple
forth.
hundred.
Maybe, I don't know.
The boss took an Uber up to her place, which is quite a distance,
Yeah.
up in the hills.
How much was it?
It was like 40-something bucks.
Oh, that's not bad.
That's not.
So
It's
maybe
cheaper than what a
$100 back
taxi
and
would have
forth.
charged her.
Yeah.
Well, the most expensive like taxi ride I ever been on was in Phoenix, Arizona.
That is true. I remember hearing that. Sorry, go ahead.
No, anyway, I was in Phoenix and it was like $58 from freaking fuck, brain fart right now. Suburb of Phoenix, ASU's there, Arizona State.
Temple?
Tempe.
Tempe, okay.
From Tempe back to the hotel I was staying at in downtown Phoenix, it was like $58. I was like, fuck. So I'm hoping Uber's less than that going to Comic-Con this weekend.
Why is it so expensive?
Hashtag nerd out.
Hashtag nerd out. Brian mentions that people did pay Uber drivers to drive slow while they played Pokemon Go.
I remember that. I played a lot of Pokemon.
I know
Go.
you did. I know
I
you did.
really
You put
did.
your time in.
I
I
did.
stopped playing
There's
it.
updates coming.
What is that service,
Until they
Ryan,
have
that you can
trades, I
get
will
your
never
smoke
play.
and munchies delivered? Picks or it didn't happen. Moving on to the next topic, are we?
Well,
Yeah.
but I don't think Walmart's liable.
Yeah, no.
Oh, yeah, that's
Not.
what we were talking about. Fuck, god damn this night of sidetraction.
It was the dabs for me.
Maybe was. Yeah. Fucking A.
Or the Keith balls.
I think Uber's responsible.
Yeah, I think Uber is too.
I mean, they've been being blamed for everything lately, and they've been in a lot of trouble lately, so you might as well just say, fuck it.
I heard their
That's,
CEO had to step down or some shit.
Yeah, because he
Yeah.
attacked a driver.
He
Yeah.
attacked him.
He
Yeah.
beat up a driver?
Yeah, he was in the back of the car and he was like yelling at him and started smacking him and shit.
Whooped his ass good?
Not too bad, but like
no,
he
because he's
freaked
a
out.
pussy.
Yeah,
Okay.
he's the CEO of Uber. He's a pencil pusher.
Yeah, he made an app. Essentially, yeah, that probably wouldn't be too bad.
The
Wait,
CEO, the president, and the CMO of Pandora stepped down today simultaneously.
Wait, for real?
Yeah.
That's
Isn't
crazy.
Pandora cratering though?
Yeah, they're terribly cratering. Yeah.
Spotify's killing him.
Spotify's doing
Spotify's
some pretty
killing
roughness.
everything.
Yeah.
Like, they're even killing
Spotify
that,
killed the internet star, right?
well, that iHeartRadio's getting killed by Spotify.
Yeah.
iHeartRadio's Clear Channel owned, so it's pure
Well,
garbage.
Well,
That's
yeah.
why.
Well, yeah, iHeartRadio used
Clear
to be
Channel.
called Clear Channel.
The devil of the FCC. It's one of the private sects.
Down with him. I don't even know.
Don't touch me.
They're the
Sounds bad.
reason why sometimes you have the radio on and you hit a button and there's Red Hot Chili Peppers, and then you hit 4 other buttons and it's Red Hot Chili Peppers. That's their,
kinda
yeah,
like pretty much like
that's
tell you
Clear
what to
Channel. They make it happen.
Well,
So you get to pick the next topic.
oh, I did.
Yeah.
All right, we'll go there. Who needs health care anyway?
Ah, fuck. I don't even know anything about this because I haven't read it.
I will.
But I imagine it's not good.
I will
not good at all.
update you guys then. So,
Please do.
the Senate is trying to vote on their version of the
Trump care, right?
yeah, Trump Care. And it's actually way worse than the House version. And it was actually supposed to be scheduled for a vote on Thursday, but McTurtle didn't have enough. Mitch McConnell, the Senate Majority
McTurtle.
Leader, does not have enough votes to pass it, even with reconciliation rules. So they are waiting to vote on it until after the 4th of July recess. Now, to put it in perspective, and all this can be looked up because there is the CBO score, which is technically the neutral party in
Right.
Washington. They said 22 million people would lose their health insurance by 2026. And then, what was the other one? Like $321 billion is a tax cut basically to the 1%. or anything in a higher tax bracket. And, there was like one other thing. Oh yeah, and also with the CBO score, they say Social Security will save $3 billion because of premature deaths, because people don't have health care.
Nice.
So all this can be looked up. So it's not fake news.
Yeah, no, it's not.
It's a big deal because healthcare is 1/6 of the U.S. economy.
Wow,
it's a huge deal.
Yeah, I know. I've paid my share.
Me too.
Oh, I haven't.
If you want to get a close up on that, look at that. I know how healthcare works.
I don't even know what that is.
My finger's all messed up.
Oh.
These two.
What'd you do?
Smashed both my hands in a motorized gate when I was a kid.
Why?
Because I was retarded.
Was it right after Jackass came out?
I'm sorry to laugh, but that was such a great answer.
Jackass.
That was
Did
such
you
a
record
great
it?
answer.
No.
You should have.
I was in 3rd grade, and I'm pretty sure none of you guys were born. Or if you
What
were
year?
Born, it was in 1988.
Oh my God.
I've had
I was
over
born.
10 surgeries
No, I
on
wasn't.
this finger alone. Okay, sorry, getting a little sidetracked. Sorry, we'll get back to the main topic of healthcare in a second. So, 3rd grade. Fucking, I had a metal pin shoved through this finger. Okay, to keep it straight. See, it's kind of crooked. Okay, had to wear a cast over it. And this is right when fiberglass casts came out, so you didn't have to wear the white cast, plaster casts anymore.
You got the colors?
You had the different colors.
What
Well,
colors
of
you
course,
have?
the fucking doctor was out of like, and this was also when the Colorado Rockies, or not the Rockies, they had like Denver Broncos and like all these different ones, and they're like, well, we're out of everything except plaster cast or hot pink.
Oh, yeah.
So I was like, oh, fine, I'll take the plaster cast. They couldn't get it to work. They couldn't get it to wrap around my finger.
We gave you hot pink.
So for fucking 6
Yeah.
weeks, I walked around in 3rd grade flipping everyone off and with my left hand in a hot pink cast.
That's awesome.
That is.
That's fucking
It is.
great.
They call you Pinky Pollock?
Actually, I got more yelled at for flipping people off, and I was like, well, I really can't.
It's all I got.
It's all I got. But, well, shit, my dad used to call this the $10,000 finger back in the day. Well, when the accident occurred, it wasn't required by law that children had to have health insurance. So I didn't have health insurance.
Fucked.
So, yeah.
Huh.
You gotta pay for that.
Sorry.
Well, get your health care, folks.
Well, what's
Yeah.
bullshit? Okay, so another thing from this Trump
Pardon
care
me.
bill that the Senate's trying to pass
That was rude.
is that, okay, so let's say you have a slip in coverage. So you can't pay your premium and you lose health care coverage.
Right.
You have to wait 6 months before you get any service covered by your insurance once you restart.
Oh, that's retarded.
So,
And the
so if
premiums
I have
go
a,
up,
so hypothetical, let's say I don't have health insurance. I have a heart, and then I get a different job or whatever that pays health insurance. I'm not allowed to use that health insurance for fucking 6 months because of a fucking penalty because I didn't pay before. I lost coverage before. But if I have a heart attack in that 6 months, all of it's on me. Insurance pays nothing.
Yeah, that'd be
And what's even
So-
crazier too, sorry, like literally, like this bill only has like 17% support in the public.
It's just
Okay.
17%.
Right.
Yeah, exactly. And the 17% is probably some of the richer folks because they get the tax breaks from it. You know. Well, it's a huge. I mean, like I said, healthcare is a huge fucking thing, huge fucking deal. Okay, because you know, I think I told you guys the story here on the podcast before about my twin brother having a stroke.
Right, yeah.
Yeah. You know what the final bill was after it was all said and done? It was over $100,000.
Wow.
And that was 2 weeks in the hospital, fucking ambulance, fucking airlift, fucking whole 9 yards. Fucking intensive care for
100,000.
4 days out of the 2 weeks he was in the hospital. Rehab, everything's fucking $100,000. Okay? And insurance covered about 80% of it. And we're still paying, he's still paying shit for that. That happened 3 years ago. So
That's-
even with insurance, you can go bankrupt.
Yeah, that's fucked. I feel like if I'm paying in, you should cover it all.
Yeah,
I agree.
exactly.
Fuck the bullshit.
So
Yeah.
easiest
Cover
way
me
to-
everything.
So instead of the Congress passing this absolutely bullshit bill that will actually kill people.
Yeah, so
In the
every
CBO score, they actually
227
said $3 billion of Social Security will be saved in this 10 years because they can only go out 10 years because of deaths that would occur because people losing their health insurance.
like 2026, there'll be 227 million Americans without.
200. So they project by 2026 that it's like between 52 and 54 million Americans won't have health insurance. Will be uninsured.
How will
I
I
thought it was
pay for my
200.
abortions?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cut. That's cut out the
What
plan as
about
well.
what
And
about our
how-
anal bleachings?
Yeah, my anal bleachings and my herpes medications.
Oh, that's gone too.
Well,
Fuck.
you're you know herpes. Sorry that you have herpes. Done.
My incest babies.
Yeah. They're
I don't know,
actually
it's
talking
Donald Trump.
about,
It might be
so-
okay. That might be saying.
No, it's true.
One of the big things of Obamacare was what health insurance companies can exempt coverage for. So, like maternity care and like all this other stuff. In the Republican version or the Senate version and in the House version, they leave it up to the states to decide what gets covered by the insurance and what not. So some states could go be like, okay, well, fuck you. If you want to go to the emergency room, I'm not going to, or the insurance doesn't have to pay for it, you do. Or you want to go to, preventative care for cancer, guess what? You're paying for it. So it could literally, you can have insurance that is so shitty under this plan that it literally covers nothing.
Yeah, and that's when the premiums go down too. So the premiums will start off really high, and then they'll go down. But when they go down, you have no coverage. Like you practically shouldn't even have health insurance. The way
And
it looks like.
and then another thing that gets brought up too with this bill is that it puts lifetime caps back on. So insurance companies be like, you're costing us too much money. We're throwing you off.
I love it.
It's literally insanity.
How many doctors support this?
0.
Yeah, Rand Paul doesn't.
Well, the AMA doesn't. Like there's like over.
Sorry, here.
I think there's like over 300 hospitals that are saying no to this thing.
It's on your pant leg.
Like seriously, there's a lot of people and a lot of groups, or even hardcore Republican groups, that are saying do not pass this thing.
It makes no sense to pass it. It's
No.
better just to keep what's there for now, and then
and
read on
improve
something.
on it.
Yeah, improve on it. Yeah.
So the counter argument is, okay, well, let's actually improve Obamacare or the Affordable Care Act.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone wants to go to a single payer, right? You know what single payer is?
Not exactly.
It's basically what every other industrialized country in the world has. It's where basically the government takes over the bulk and pays the bulk of the cost. It's like Medicare.
Okay, Medicaid.
Your grandma or grandpa's probably on Medicare, right?
Mm-hmm.
Government basically pays for 80% of their medical costs right now.
Yeah, Medicaid.
Not Medicaid.
Medicaid or Medicare?
No, Medicaid's run by the states.
Okay.
And that's for poor people and old people that live in nursing homes that can't afford the rent at a nursing home.
Yeah.
Medicare is doctor's visits.
I say
And if
we
you have
put old people
and
out
if-
to dry.
Well, that's what the Republicans want to do. It's no joke. I'm not lying. This is all looked up with the CBO score, which is supposed to be the neutral party in Washington, D.C. Okay, but anyway, so Medicare is like hospital stays and medication and doctor's visits and emergency room visits and surgery, all that stuff. Medicaid is for poor people that can't afford health insurance, or for old people that can't afford and need special care and have to live at assisted living facilities or nursing homes.
Okay.
So my mom's roommate, her rent is 100% paid by the state of Colorado through Medicaid.
Her rent?
Yeah, my mom's roommate at the assisted living facility that they live in.
That's good.
And under Trump Care, it would be up to the states. They would get what's called a block grant.
Yeah, they would only get a base amount of money.
They'd get a base amount of money.
And then depending...
And then it's up to the states on how they spend it.
Yeah.
So it could easily be like, well, we're not going to spend that on nursing homes. Why should we?
Why we should, well, it's the same thing as like, why should we spend it on the person that already has a pre-existing condition when
Exactly.
this person doesn't? We could have, and the numbers are gonna on those would be so stacked. You would have like, oh, we got all these people on health care to be all healthy.
So yeah, that's Medicaid, and then there's also cuts to Medicare, which is the hospital stays and the surgeries and stuff.
Okay.
Well.
Okay, like I told you, they're like it says right now it basically covers like 80%, and you can get supplemental insurance that covers the other 20%. Right. Okay. What the Republican or Trump Care, I actually call it the Republican Insurance Plan, or RIP. What is like, okay, so for Medicare, instead of having 80% covered, we're only going to give you a check for $6,000, and you can shop the free market. How the fuck is an old person supposed to do that? Like my mom is starting to suffer from Alzheimer's and dementia. How the fuck is she supposed to look up a fucking insurance plan to cover stuff that Medicare takes care of? It's like, here's a $6,000 check from the government. To make it super simple. Sorry, one more thing. Sorry,
you're good.
So the simplest way to fix Obamacare or the Affordable Care Act is first start off and add a public option, which is Medicare. Say, okay, right now you have to be 65 to enroll in Medicare. We'll offer it to you at a way cheaper rate than any private insurance company. So you pay a monthly premium into Medicare, or what they call the public option. So basically you enroll in the Medicare program. And if you want to jump out and get private insurance, go for it. And then slowly but surely enough people will get into the public option where it just turns over into Medicare for all or single payer. Okay. That's the easiest way to do it. But of course, and that was supposed to be in Obamacare. Like, I remember them talking about this almost a decade ago. Not a decade ago, almost, like I said, it was like 2009. And they had open hearings and all this about it. And one of the things that was sacrificed was the public option. But easiest way is enroll that back into Obamacare and then start phasing out the private insurance.
Right.
But Medicare only has a 3% overhead versus a private insurance company. Basically, they have to be capped at 20% overhead. That was written into the Affordable Care Act.
Well, I think the moral of the story is, mothers, start eating your young.
Mothers, start eating your young.
Yes.
Or if you get sick, die quickly.
Yeah. I am coming out with a new album next month called Tales of the Coat Hanger.
Oh.
And, it'll be 50 tracks. And it'll be told from the perspective
It's going to be on iTunes?
of the coat hanger, if they'll allow it.
Huh?
If they'll allow it.
If they'll allow it?
Yeah.
No guarantees.
Yeah.
Definitely on the Silk Road,
it's gonna be a banger. It is. It's gonna be. It was such a low. We had such a low budget that we just barely scraped by. But
that's fair to say.
Straight.
Get it?
I did.
Get it?
I
Get
did.
it?
Tee hee hee.
Hee hee hee
There's
hee.
a 3-second delay right there.
Yeah. All right, moving on. Fuck healthcare, because we're all fucked anyways.
Yep.
Who wants to live forever?
No.
You get to pick the next topic. Do you want to live forever?
Yeah,
Is that what you're... Okay,
I mean,
cool.
that'd be cool. You know, they have the head transplant thing.
His head's like
That's supposed
getting
to
cut
happen
off.
at the end of the year.
Yeah.
I don't know if that guy lives or not, though. I don't know.
Who?
Probably not.
The guy that's receiving the head.
He's gonna die.
No, I thought it already happened.
No, it happens in December.
Okay.
Happens in December.
I'm rooting for it.
I'm rooting for it
Morgan
too, man.
Freeman would do anything.
You know, there's the whole.
He would do
There was an actual
anything for
guy back in
you.
the '60s that actually tried to do that with monkeys.
Monkey head transplants?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god!
That's
Don't
how
tell
we
monkey
actually
that.
got our process to
Do it on
save, not do it on humans, but to actually organ transplant. It was actually one of the things that came out of that trial was to actually how do we actually transplant organs better?
Organs.
Morgan Freeman.
What topic would you like?
What topic would you like to pick?
Let's see. Don't drive this way.
Don't drive this way.
So we have a video. We're gonna give a little backstory right now. In Sao Paulo, Brazil, there was a national Ghost Skate Day.
Yeah.
Where a bunch of skateboarders took to the streets in droves, and
Yeah.
they were riding around minding their own business. And then some asshat in a Ford started plowing through the people because he had to get where he was going quick.
We must clarify, we do not own this content.
No, we
It
don't.
is not our content. We are strictly showing it to you for educational and entertainment purposes.
You hit him? Did I miss it?
Yeah, you missed it. Holy fuck, man!
My bad.
Why do you hate skaters so bad? I mean, yeah, they're annoying at times, especially the ones who can't do anything with them. They just hold them to look cool. They bought it at Walmart. It's not a real fucking skateboard.
Yeah.
It was built by kids in Brazil.
Maybe that guy played a lot of Tony Hawk as a kid, but wasn't good.
Yeah,
So
maybe, dude.
he's-
Oh, shit.
Some resentment issues. He's like, oh, I can't stand on my skateboard. Fuck these guys.
Now, I feel that there was some discrimination going on there. Not necessarily by the truck driver or the vehicle driver against skateboarders, but the fact that it's National Skate Day and there was nobody in the little four wheels. You know, the classic traditional roller skates.
Fruit boots.
No, just traditional roller skates. I didn't see fruit boots either, but
Like strap up roller skates?
like the old school roller skates, man. They, you know, require
Was it
the
skate
fucking
day or was it
high
skateboard
shorts.
Day?
It's just Go Skate Day.
Go skate. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. Why do they have to be so
It's probably late
shallow?
for work, maybe. You know, late for work. Probably honk the horn, or thought they were protesting.
Yeah, maybe. Or maybe you smoke
Where's
bath
that?
salts.
Bath salts. That's a really good. That's a good theory right there. I like bath salts.
Makes you fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Wasn't the guy in London on bath salts?
Quad type footwear. Shit.
When he was stabbing people.
No, somebody plowed into people at
The
like.
terrorist thing was that?
Huh?
Is that London Bridge?
I thought that was a
Or no,
terrorist
it's the
act.
mosque.
There's
I
been
think it was the
multiple of
mosque.
those.
Yeah, it just keeps
I'm
happening.
getting confused on which one's a
There,
terrorist
there's
and which
been
one's crazy.
well, there's just been all sorts of these
all the
fucking plowing through crowd things.
Yeah, I've seen that. I feel like it's a trend right now. Everybody sees it on
You
the
know,
news.
there've been lots of times I've wanted to do this, but I didn't.
Suge Knight started that trend, by the way. Running people up
Oh.
on video.
Yeah, in video, yeah,
Making sure it gets on video. I don't even
Yeah.
probably didn't want it on video, but
You
it
my
was
man,
there.
Suge. What are you looking at?
But,
Suge.
It's pretty terrifying. I would hate to be a skater. We saw the end of that clip where he already had a guy on top of the car banging on the window. We weren't able to get the videos of him actually hitting people, but they are out there, and they are very graphic in a very erotic way.
You know what I would appreciate? A car plowing through fucking Tour de France. Or Tour de Fat.
Yes.
Not because I want to
Tour
see
de
people
Fat?
get maimed, but at Tour de Fat it'd be hilarious because you have all the costumes.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying to condone this. I'm just saying.
It'd be great.
You would have some great costumes flying over
There's
hoods.
some Mario Kart tunes too.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Or Benny Hill. You know?
That's what we should do this year for Tour de Fat.
Run people
Do, like-
down?
No, no. I mean, yeah, but in like Mario Kart style.
Oh, okay.
Bikes. You know
Throw
what I mean?
turtle shells at people?
Yeah, like dress
Like
up like
that
Browser.
video.
Yeah,
Like
throw
actually
turtle
kill
shells.
turtles and take their shells and throw them at people?
I mean, if you want to kill them,
Dip 'em in
whatever,
paint.
But
Well, I guess you don't gotta kill them.
Fucking little lizard creatures.
And then paint them and then throw them.
yeah, I'm down for that. That's cool. That sounds cool.
I
You gotta
think
throw
Put
it
a
hard
blue
enough to
box
crack
in there
it.
with the music.
Yeah.
You gotta have the music along with it.
you gotta have the music. So what are we doing?
It's your turn.
That was it for that. So
Is it
it's
my
your
turn
yeah.
now? Oh. You know what? Let's talk about the Cosby Tour 2017.
See, you're right. You're right.
I would,
You
Brian.
see, Brian, you're catching the vision here. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Is that seeing some shit like a fucking college dude in a miniskirt get run over would be pretty amusing.
Yeah.
Come on, zombie crawls
Yeah.
Zombie crawl.
would be hilarious
They
to
all
see.
start going slow,
You know?
and then they get faster,
And then
and
they're
faster,
running
and faster.
But
Screaming, crying.
I think that at this point, if Islam this is not Islam, but there's been a lot of attacks on large Islamic groups by other radical Islamist
Islam.
Salamis.
Islamic people.
Salami
I call the
salamis.
radical Islamic people salamis.
Salamis.
Yeah, salamis. They're not quite Islam. And
No.
it
Not quite a pepperoni.
no, but you'd think they could take more out at Mecca. That place is always sold out.
That's dude.
That was not cool to say, and I'm sorry.
Dude, there's a bunch of people every year that get killed when the whole travel to Mecca thing occurs, and most of it's because of stampedes and stuff. Just like
Or
one guy-
construction, yeah.
You know, that.
Mecca's supposed to be peaceful, right?
It's supposed
It's
to.
supposed to be.
Yeah.
Smeet.
Smeet.
Ah, Jesus. Oh, pizzas. What were we talking about?
Bill Cosby.
Talking about
Are we
Cosby.
going Bill
Yeah.
Cosby
So
tour?
we're going to Bill Cosby.
So we love to talk about our favorite
date
Bill.
rapist.
Date rapist, yes.
Yeah.
Mistrial.
Yeah, so after the
For
mistrial,
now.
did you hear that he announced he's taking a tour around America to town halls to educate people about how to avoid sexual assault charges?
I thought it was just to educate.
Well,
That's
now-
what his lawyer wants.
Now they're saying they're correcting
it's about
themselves.
education.
And that's what
Not
Cosby
assault.
said too today.
Yeah.
He said that as well. Yeah.
Mhm. In his put
To
and pop
get-
kind of way.
Get out of sexual assault charges.
Yes, because, he's the
Was
man
that-
now.
It's not to get out of.
Joke?
No,
is that
I don't think
legitimate?
so. I think it's about as legitimate as that hey, hey, hey. Yeah.
Now, mistrial doesn't mean you're
I know,
fucking
right?
innocent.
No,
Exactly.
it
means
doesn't.
it's a fucking hung jury and they
And-
called a mistrial.
You know,
Right.
originally,
Which means you could be retried again for that. It's not a double jeopardy thing.
Yeah.
originally the first few votes that came out were in favor of him being guilty.
I think it was like 10-2 or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do y'all think out there? Bill Cosby, is he a rapist? Other than with his terrible humor
That gosh darn clean
and those
humor.
fucking pudding commercials?
Well, those are pretty good.
Hey, yeah, don't knock pudding.
Yeah, don't
I'm
knock
not
Jell-O.
knocking pudding
Dude, he has
or
to
Jello.
put the roofie somewhere.
I know. The pudding
I'm
pop.
knocking Cosby.
So, did y'all also see where like the alright? So the I guess the 2000 and or no.
Why not?
I'm trying to think of which accusation. It's hard to figure out which one, but the one that actually went to court. She was 15 at the Playboy Mansion. I don't understand the situation right there where she gets in.
You know, she probably lied about her age.
Hey, I mean,
just to get in there.
It was the 70s, so yes.
That's a level we will never understand until we're one of them. Okay, like when you get to that level of elitism and shit, you stop getting into just blowjobs and missionary, man. You get into some weird shit.
That's what I hear. A lot of stars
like
talking about
you
it.
notice that,
shit,
man.
yeah.
They get into weird shit. Fucking politicians never get caught just, cheating on their wife. It's like
They're fucking
cheating on their wife while
With like
they're
a
that
bullet.
chick's
Dude,
with a
two
yeah.
state or
while doing
like
meth.
state level Republicans for been caught literally with boys.
Yeah. Some
It's-
scary shit.
And was it? Oh, there's been more reported cases of Republicans doing sexual acts in bathrooms than transgender people.
I'm not surprised.
Yeah. Not
It's
at
that
all.
whole
Well,
fucking
and
gross
probably
shit.
Republicans with transgenders.
Yeah.
That's true.
That's why they're anti-gay and anti-transgender, is not because it's against their beliefs, but because they're so aroused by it that it's threatening to them.
J. Edgar Hoover style.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hashtag P-tape.
The women should have come out earlier. Hurts their credibility, says Brian.
It does.
Yeah.
It does. It
for real.
absolutely
But
does.
do you realize how much sexual assault gets unreported?
I know. I do.
Way under-
I know how much gets unreported. Trust me.
He's a percentage of Fort Collins' unreported sexual assaults. They won't even take my calls anymore.
I've learned to be that percentage.
Yeah.
Are you gonna be a guest speaker at
At town halls.
town hall?
Yeah, I put in my resume,
Okay.
but
It's just a picture
I
of him.
don't know.
It's just-
Yeah, and a little bit of my own roofie mixture that I make, and
they
to see
just-
if it's
they
up,
sniff it and taste a little bit of
up
it.
to par for him.
Was it that aqua dots that turned out to be roofies?
It's carfentanil. What?
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 thought it was the other stuff. Quaaludes.
You can't get Quaaludes
So
anymore.
you do realize that Elvis
We're talking
died
about him.
on roofies.
Yeah.
He died
On
on
the
the
He
toilet.
died on the toilet from
On
what they
roofies.
say from a heart attack, but he had tons of rohypnol on his system. Motherfucker was date raping himself. He got to the point of date raping himself. That's that elitism, man.
Was he date raping himself?
He had roofies in his system.
Yeah, but
All
how do you
sorts of
know he got
roofies. He
date
was
raped?
he was into roofies.
Oh, he
Like
was?
I've known people
How
into
did you get into
GHB, man.
roofies?
I know people into GHB.
What is JH?
Another date rape drug.
Why?
Basically, it makes you black out.
Yeah.
Why do you want to? See, I never understood why.
See,
you would
my
do
theory is so they can save the suspect the trouble.
What?
So they're just ready to go. So you can just do what you
but
need.
why would you go pop some like Xanax or something and be like, I completely forgot my night? Where's the fun in that?
You've never given yourself to a stranger,
You wouldn't even remember.
or you've
giving
never
yourself to a
given
stranger.
yourself a stranger.
Yeah.
You wouldn't even remember that though.
Just use your other arm, but before you do it, put it under yourself, make it fall asleep. It's called the stranger.
Yeah.
That's what the stranger.
See, I
is?
use
Yeah.
somebody
I'm
else's
learning
arm
shit today.
usually.
You just comes out all limp and you just throw it on there and then you just kind of shake
Wiggle?
around. Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
because you can't, you don't got the feeling. So you
Gyrate?
gotta
See,
work into
I
it.
thought it was you had to sit on your dick until it fell asleep, and that's how.
that could be a new way to do it.
I could.
Oh, well, shit.
That sounds a little terrifying.
But no,
though.
Bill
Yeah.
Cosby's
Yeah.
probably guilty.
Oh, he's fucking
Probably
most
guilty.
definitely
He's
guilty.
fucking hella guilty.
Yeah.
His excuse basically is, it was helping their careers. Like, how fucked is
so
that? It's
In
like,
one
helping their
case-
careers, so it's not date rape.
In one case, he said that he made the lady sign a non-disclosure act, And she still came out and said something.
Ooh.
And then
So it had to have been consensual, though.
So in
At least
2004,
one of the accused, if that's true, okay, that's one thing. But how many is against him?
well, 2004, he admitted to doing it. He said he gave her a certain drug, but it was consensual.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, people are into some freaky shit, so
Right.
I don't know.
Well,
It's
okay,
hard
you
to-
want to hear something
But 60,
really messed
like
up?
60 accused.
So in South Carolina, there's this old law that's still on the books that says women basically have to give themselves up to men. Like, I guess it's like if you're like halfway through sex and the female doesn't want it anymore, by South Carolina law,
She has to continue.
she has to continue for the man or something like that. It's
It's
a
old
crazy
laws.
Damn
bullshit
right.
old law.
Speaking of some date rape stuff or rape stuff, there's an Alabama sorority girl that gets raped by a businessman in Alabama, a very prolific one. Or I guess is that the right word?
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
She commits suicide. It's an unfortunate event. And, but they said because she didn't kick and hit him that she gave up. She essentially was like, my life, or set, you know what I'm saying? You're giving it up. She didn't do it without a fight. Jumps out of his car, or out of his window of his house. Gets into the car to get her keys to her car. Steals his gun. Police turn it on her. Talking about the stolen gun charges, stealing money from his wallet, so she, you know what I'm saying, just in case she got to get a cab or some shit.
Wow.
And that just went completely under.
That's fucked.
Like, she wound up dropping out of school, moved back to Texas, all kinds of, like, yeah, it's fucked up.
It was
It's
crazy.
really fucked
like,
up.
when she committed suicide, but like the police in Alabama weren't gonna press charges against the dude because he was an elitist.
Well,
Or
elitist,
something like that.
but the reason they gave it is because she didn't kick or punch, scratch, or nothing. That she just
You're only
just
gave
went
up.
along.
So if you give up, you should just be allowed to be raped.
That's what Alabama said. Yeah,
It's fucked.
essentially, it's fucked up.
You just keep clenching the butthole as hard as you can.
It's not very it's not very nice. It's not very right. It's not right. It's not humane.
No.
Does it make sense? You put somebody in a very bad position.
No means no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what fucking time, dude. And
And it wasn't like she was
doesn't
like,
joke.
and she was a good
No
student
means
too.
no.
You know, my parents used to tell me that too, but
What?
then they wouldn't listen.
That's how you turned out.
Have you ever met his parents?
No, I haven't actually. Haven't had the pleasure. Is that the right?
They're interesting,
Okay.
but they're wonderful. It's been
Pleasure, but what
it'll
kind
be
of
their
fun?
pleasure too.
Yeah.
Let's put it this way. I'm conservative compared to my parents.
You're conservative?
I'm conservative compared to my
So like
parents.
now the picture I have of your parents is like completely Woodstock, live up in California in the mountains off solar power and the water.
No, not quite that.
Not quite? No?
They have a dungeon.
They have a dungeon.
They
Oh,
had.
okay.
Had
Had.
allegedly.
So which one is it?
Had.
It's had. Allegedly.
Many.
Many.
Did you stay in one? Is that where you grew up?
Yeah. Yeah, actually.
In the little cage in the corner.
Uh-huh.
With
to
a
watch it
camera
all?
watching you at all
Had
times?
had my dick in shackles.
Oh, that's...
Ooh.
It was that kind of dungeon, bro.
Oh.
Yeah,
way
50
worse than
Shades of
Waco.
Gray, but more like 50 Shades of Red.
50 Shades of...
That should be hashtag.
Yeah, that shit.
Wow.
So what topic were we on?
I don't even
Cosby.
fucking know.
Ah,
We're moving on to a
okay, yeah.
different one.
You picked
Uh,
it
Yeah,
up.
pretty bad.
I don't even know anymore. We went through this, right? we went through this. What's Don't Drive This Way? We went through
Yeah,
that.
we went through that.
Um,
You want to watch a video?
sure. What are we watching?
Let's let's watch the let's do the random video. Let's start with the UFC fighter that pooped her pants.
There's a couple of random videos. We do not own these,
Nope, no, we don't.
but they are awesome. So watch them.
Pants shitter.
Yep. Lady McPoopy. Pants.
they work out the rings so they would last a little time and he could eat them in time. Nobody likes eating dinners that much, that often, that fast. It seems like sucking a dick. Put them in your mouth or put them on a sandwich. Ooh, gas. Ooh, gas. Nobody likes eating dinners that much, that often, that fast. It seems like sucking a dick. Cause my banana lyrics are bottomless. Cause my banana lyrics are bottomless. Ooh, gas. Cause my banana lyrics are bottomless. Put them in your ass too. Put them in your ass too. Right up there. Cause my banana lyrics are bottomless. Put them in your ass too. Put them in your ass too. Right up there. Put them in your ass in time. Nobody likes eating dinners that much, that often, that fast. It seems like sucking a dick. In time. Nobody likes eating dinners that much, that often, that fast. It seems like sucking a dick. In time. In time. Cause my banana lyrics are bottomless. Cause my banana lyrics are bottomless. Cause my banana lyrics are bottomless. You fit a couple of those in there. One time. One try. One mouthful. One assful. Who cares? Cause my banana lyrics are bottomless.
Digs out for Harambe.
What the hell was that song? I have several questions. What the hell was that song that monkey was dancing to?
That was that
gorilla.
monkey's favorite song. That's actually the real clip, everybody. Like, you've heard it with the 80s music and stuff.
In the Andrew WK.
And the Andrew WK. And it was not, that was not real.
No.
That was the real song.
That was
And it
definitely
was amazing.
not real.
That song is called Bottomless Bananas.
Yeah. Who's it
by? Some people that work for Not Governed by Reason.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I was about to say the other thing.
So that first thing... Who?
The
singer?
people that work for...
It's us.
It might have been us.
Oh, that's y'all.
Yeah, it might have
So what
allegedly been
really
us.
happened with that was Josh... I recorded Josh saying a bunch of random shit about some bananas.
Well,
and then,
a friend of ours was eating a banana.
Yeah. And then, like, 2 years later, I found that random clip and put it to music.
Yep. And we made an 8-minute hit.
Yeah, 8-minute hit. About
That was not 8 minutes.
Banana. That was definitely not 8 minutes.
It's 8 whole minutes.
So let's talk about that other one. That chick pooped herself.
Yes, she did.
She shit herself.
That was bad.
She straight shit herself.
It's not uncommon either, actually.
Yeah, no, it's happened a couple times.
Yeah.
It's a good thing that it was poop and not like that time of the month. Could you imagine that?
When was the last
I don't
time
know,
you
poop or blood?
Or both?
Blood you'd be more
Could've been
like
both.
you'd be more expecting to see.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, you could get Kevin Gates with it,
So-
don't care.
Oh, I was actually heard about this on Reddit. I didn't get the fight. I didn't watch the fight. And a lot of people thought it was originally dried blood from previous fights before that they tried to clean up.
Mm-hmm.
But then they realized, that's shit.
Yeah, it's just the perfect shade.
Do you think that she was having problems prior?
Yeah.
Probably. I bet she
That
was a
she
little gassy.
The more I
walking
looked
down.
into that, that's what seems to be the problem. A lot of fighters have diarrhea.
NFL players shitting themselves.
Mm-hmm. They wear diapers.
Freaking baseball
She looked like she
players
was wearing
shitting
one, but
themselves.
it wasn't helping.
Dude, freaking, some of the grossest stories I've heard, though, is like fucking, like, you know they don't have access to the restroom at NFL games.
So they
on
shit
the
in a bucket
sidelines,
and
right?
stuff. Or
Literally,
like people
it's the
hold towels
locker
around
room.
them.
And time is so precious in the NFL. There was a San Diego kicker. He actually caught this during one of the Broncos games against San Diego. Sorry, San Diego, now LA Chargers, but
Don't be sorry.
yeah, I'm not sorry. Hashtag go fuck yourself, San Diego. But anyway, their fucking kicker was caught pissing in a bucket.
Mm-hmm.
And there's also been stories, confirmed stories that this has occurred. Players have literally pissed and shit themselves on the field and kept playing.
Mm-hmm.
They've also vomited through their
win.
face masks. That happened to a Bronco a couple of years ago.
That
Was it
chick
Peyton
literally
Manning?
got the shit beat out of her.
Yeah, she did.
Yeah, she did.
Brian says, I'd tap out even if I was winning. I say it's a great defensive strategy.
Right.
It's true. They have to continue the fight. There's no stoppage of shitting.
Yeah.
So
They don't
you
do
shit on-
white
there's no-
breaks.
yeah.
Dude, they'll stop a fight if a cut's bad enough in the right location.
Yeah.
But shitting yourself, nope. Gotta
Nope.
keep fighting.
Yeah. Gotta keep. And what's
That is
what's
so
bad is for the
gnarly.
person that's gotta fight them. It's
Right.
not the person that shit themselves. It's their shit.
Yeah, they deal with that shit every day.
When
Yeah.
was the last time you really shit yourself? Not just had a little spitter, but
So,
I mean
ruin the
shit
undies?
yourself, bad day.
Man, that's
Shit
16.
yourself.
I was 22. I got really drunk. And I thought I went to fart, and it exploded.
Isn't that always
And-
how it happens?
Yeah. Well, Taco Bell is usually the cause.
And the alcohol on top
Yeah.
of it. You're
And
bound to
I was
poop.
at a Taco Bell, and I threw the underwear away in the Taco Bell, and just freeballed it home. It's it's even worse when you shit yourself in the bathroom right in front of the toilet.
Some deep shit.
When you're like, no, I don't have to, and then it just comes out.
I don't know. I don't even remember the last time I honestly shit myself.
What about the time you shit on me? Does
Well,
that count?
that's different.
Okay.
I meant to.
Insta un scheiße. Okie dokie. Okie dokie.
Oh, that shit was funny.
Oh, that's
funny.
Cartman's
Do you want to answer
mom.
this?
Oh man, yeah, it was funny though.
It's Cartman's mom.
I was 16. I was running from a dog. It scared me. All right.
It
It's
just
no
leaked
joke.
out you?
Yeah, I'm a scaredy person. Like you can sneak up on me and you tap me or something. I'm gonna run. That's
And
my
I'm gonna
first
shit
instinct.
myself.
Nah,
Just-
I learned how to control that. After that time,
You just clinch
it
real
was
hard.
really embarrassing. Like,
Yeah.
it really was. 16 too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You have people around?
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Gotta go see the girls and stuff.
I ain't no going to
With-
see
with the
girls after
doo-doo
that.
in
It
your
was
pants?
like I'm going home. My mom was like, "Why you smell like shit?" I was like, "Mom, there was a dog. I was running. Shit happened. I thought I was gonna get bit. I shit myself."
As a defense strategy, no dog wants to eat shit unless
No, I
it's
felt like it
another
was running
animal shit.
faster.
I've had that happen, but I didn't shit myself hard.
Just
it
the
was a little
squirts.
spatter, but
We've all been
he
there,
says
Ryan.
that last year he was really sick and took a big bong rip and coughed too hard and shit himself.
Oh,
I can see that happening.
I
All right,
can
so
too.
all
Bum
right, I
Richie.
have a shitting myself story, kinda. I mean, yeah, I would classify it as shitting myself because I did end up burning the underwear at the end. So for the past 5 years or so, I've been invited with a bunch of my friends. We go up to the Grand Mesa and go camping, and it's in the national forest, right? So there's no toilet for miles. So we built one and we leave it up there because this is our secret camping spot that's uber fucking hard to get to. And we call this this toilet Black Betty. Okay, and it's supposed to be marked out with really bright ribbon. Someone's responsible to bring the fluorescent ribbon to mark out where it is. Well, they didn't mark it the first year I went, and of course, if it's your rookie year on this camping trip, they make you drink heavily. And I had the worst alcohol shits in my life.
AIDS.
Trying to find alcohol-induced drippy shits. And friggin' morning, I'm fucking hungover as shit. And stomach goes, and I fucking shit myself trying to find Black Betty.
That's awful.
Fucking threw away the fucking underwear. It actually happens quite a bit up there on.
Yeah, and there's just a pit filled with dirty underwear.
Well, it's probably scattered across all the entire
Fucking
campsite. We try
miles.
to clean up
Fine.
as best we can up there because we know how it is. But yeah, sometimes underwear gets sacrificed up there for.
You contributed to global warming that day.
Yeah, unfortunately I did, but every day we contribute to global warming, even if we're the stringiest 5th stage vegan that doesn't eat anything that casts a shadow and gets all of their power from solar. There's still a little bit of a carbon footprint.
Yeah, when they fart, right?
Yep, methane footprint, and then they shit themselves, and then it's worse.
You get them kale shits.
But yeah, that's my shitting myself stories. Yeah, fucking shit-faced camping.
I feel like we're all closer now that we've shared shit stories.
Yeah.
What about you, Cam? Have you pooped your pants yet?
Not like fully shit myself.
Not a real man yet.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes.
What's not fully?
Like just the squirts?
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta have more than
And
just like
a
a
little
squirt.
Like
It says you just
a
let it
Foley
go.
is when it starts like going
Like a
outside.
water balloon?
Yeah, it starts.
A fully would be like your pants shows.
Yeah,
it.
a little bit coming down the leg.
Yeah,
like-
no, that definitely happens. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, thank you all for sharing that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're all
No problem.
closer now.
Yeah.
Who's next?
You no, wait, what?
No, it's Kevin.
Yeah, it's Kevin.
My turn, huh?
Yeah.
God damn these things.
Let's go questions from Trump's head.
Oh boy.
Oh shit! It's that time. Really, I feel like the shit yourself was a good one.
Yeah.
Oh! So here's the question, all right, of the week for everybody out there listening. Right, last Sunday, it's about 10:30, maybe almost 11 at night. I'm getting off work, and we're at Walgreens. And there's this gentleman in his late 50s, maybe early 60s, in line. He's got his fucking khaki shorts pulled up way too high. He's got those little Jesus sandals on, tucked in polo, graying beard, well kept graying beard. Now, I don't know what he had in that bag. I assume there were 2 other items in the bag. But on the counter, this gentleman had a box of Bengay, a box of condoms, and some anti-diarrhea meds that were off-brand. This is a true story. So I want you guys to tell me what his plans were for the night with that box of Bengay, that box of condoms, and that box of off-brand anti-diarrhea meds. And what, potentially, were the other 2 items in the bag?
I'm guessing one of the other items in the bag was lube, because I bet he was gonna get some anal. Either pitching or catching, don't know.
I said that earlier. I said gay sex.
He looked like he could have been a church-going gentleman.
Old people fucking use fucking Bengay all the time for everything, so I'll give him a pass on the Bengay. But the fucking condoms and the fucking anti-diarrhea meds, you
Yeah,
want
that's
to
some
make
weird
sure
shit.
that his fucking dick doesn't have shit on it.
That's a good way of thinking about it. That's a good way.
Or
Why wouldn't he just buy an enema kit?
Yeah. I think he's just gonna have a great night. He's gonna eat some food that he ain't supposed to eat. Doctor said don't eat it. Fucks your stomach up.
Right.
Wife is not home. She's out with the girls. Go get the Trojans. I think he has some sex enhancement stuff in the bag. Probably some
Stans
OJ
or whatever.
Yeah, something. Probably some orange juice.
Gas station boner pills.
Yeah.
Oh my god, if you ever walk into a Murphy's Express, that's where I've seen him the most, is at those fucking boner pills.
Is that where you frequent for him?
I don't buy them, but
You've never tried it even once just to see how it is?
Nope.
Fucking makes you like this, man.
Well,
fucking
that fucking shit's
rock
not
hard.
regulated.
Yeah.
They used to have a fucking some of those fucking supplements were like tested for some very toxic shit.
Oh yeah, it's bad. They don't clear these things out when they make the batches.
Yeah.
But
So,
your
but it's not
Your
regular-
dick gets so hard though.
Yeah, that's what it matters. So.
Like,
If it's
you don't even
lasts
think
longer
about it
than
because there's
4
no blood
hours,
in here.
consult a physician.
Or get more ladies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like he had a box of those bunion pads
Like a little
in there, yeah, and maybe some tissues.
For the crying.
Yeah,
What?
Yeah.
For crying?
yeah.
Or not wiping the butt?
As for the night, like I said, I felt like maybe he was a church-going individual, and it was kind of late on a Sunday. Assuming he's married, his wife is in bed. So he is out on some shenanigans. And I think he's probably doing male hookers with meth. On meth.
It makes a lot of sense.
He didn't look like a meth user, but he looks like somebody who would provide meth for a good time.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. So
Like, he's that guy.
So,
He's an instigator.
Like, he finds those young street
some
kids, and
former
he's like,
leader
yeah,
of
I'll
mega
give you kids some meth. You guys want some meth? And
of the church or some shit.
And he didn't have socks on, right? It was no socks. It was
no
just-
socks, but he did
Crocs.
have the sandals. He had the
Oh my
Jesus-y
God.
sandals.
I know who you guys talking about. That's awesome.
I don't... You really know who we're talking about just from...
Well, no, I know who you're implying, though, aren't you? Then that guy from Colorado Springs, like a decade ago, Ted Haggard used to be the...
No, but yes,
Yeah.
yes. The Ted Haggard, yes.
Who's that?
He was a major evangelical minister in Colorado Springs for the New Hope Church, which was a giant evangelical church. Who...
Those mega churches.
Yeah, who got caught banging gay prostitutes
With meth.
and on meth. He was doing meth.
He
Don't
said
surprise me.
he said he bought the meth but never used it.
Spot for them boys.
And then
I call bullshit.
he went to Michelle Bachman and her husband's Cure a Gay camp, and he got cured of his gayness.
Cure the gray or pray the gay away, yo.
Okay. Then.
Can you pray a gay away?
Fuck no.
I've been trying to do it for years.
It's not working for you?
Jesus ain't listening.
Oh, that
You
was a
gotta go-
bad one.
You gotta go to one of those camps that Penn says is okay.
Yeah, like Michelle. Yeah, the Michelle Bachman camps, man.
Yeah.
Her husband. Her husband is very flamboyant. I'll just say that.
So you know what they actually do at those pray away the gay camps?
They just fuck each other and keep it secret.
For the hardest cases of homosexuality, they actually fucking strap kids to beds and make them like watch porn on a fucking like theater screen,
Nice.
hours on end. Well, I'm pretty sure some people would
I've
enjoy
read that
that.
they've like hit them or something. They'll all like make somebody look at it, like a male look at another male, and if he gets erected, they'll hit him.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like a little torture. So
There's a reason why gay conversion therapy and pray the gay away camps are banned in a lot of states. It's not banned at the federal level
So that shit don't work.
because it doesn't work. Yeah.
They fuck up a lot of boys. Like, I've seen that South Park. That's where I get my news from.
Did you actually hear that South Park's having a hard time making fun of Trump? Because
Yeah.
Trump continues
It's too
to make
easy.
Yeah, it's way too easy.
Yeah. For the same reason that Zach Galifianakis said he'd never have Trump on the Between the Two Ferns because he's too easy of a target. It's nice that they're not taking the low road, I guess.
Yeah.
Because it gets old fast.
Dude, Obama was awesome
All right.
when he was on Between Two Ferns.
Yeah, he was pretty great.
You ready to ask some questions?
Sure. Are you?
Yeah, we got to move on.
Yeah.
We have to. If we're going to cover
You
any
want to go
more
first?
shit. Oh, sure. What's the most useless talent you have and demonstrate?
oh, you want to go first?
Useless talent.
How's the talent useless?
Exactly.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. They say, I guess, or my brother
Well,
says
you're not
that-
deep throating for a living, so
Fuck, I don't know. Come back to me. I'll have to think about it. Next.
So what's the question again?
What's a useless talent you have and demonstrate it?
I don't know. I don't know. I text. I don't even text fast. That's probably one of the slowest texters in the world. That's a talent, right?
What?
I can text really slow.
Yeah, you haven't been taken over by the machines yet and programmed to text all fast?
Oh, no, I'm on it all the time. I'm just really slow.
Oh. Well, you're like half converted then. They're halfway in your mind.
Yeah.
Skynet's only half aware.
I'm not woke.
Not woke.
Well, I am, but not that way.
Technologically.
Yeah.
You got anything?
What, a talent?
Yeah.
No, I'm a talentless hack.
I kind of figured.
Yeah. You knew. You knew
I
what
have
you
no
got when you
talent.
bought me.
I have no talent.
I have none either.
No, we fucking suck.
That's
All
not
right,
useless.
Next question.
All right.
It's useless.
What are some things you can say during sex and a funeral?
Say that again? Sex and a funeral?
Yeah, what are things you can say during sex and a funeral? During a
Not
sex
at the
and
same
funeral.
time. Separate times.
But they would
So
mean
you're not
the
having
best
sex
both
at the
ways.
funeral?
No.
No.
Okay.
You could be. But
Oh God.
Oh Lord, I'm coming.
That's
I just thought of that one. Pretty proud of myself, but oh please don't stop.
Oh, why me? On some Cosby stuff?
Lord have mercy.
Lord have mercy. My
Bite.
asshole sweating.
Bite the pillow. I can't stand looking at your face.
I'm gonna cry.
I wish this was a closed casket.
Oh.
Good one.
That was the best one.
That was a good one.
That was a real good one. Next question. You got another
Yeah,
one?
yeah, I got one
that
more.
was a good closer one right there.
Yeah.
Was that you, Doug?
What?
Just made that noise?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's time for an investigation.
Dun, dun,
A
dun,
big
dun, dun.
investigation.
A current affair.
Glad you guys came. I like it. I like it. That's a good one. When did you screw something up and nobody knew it was you?
And nobody.
Yeah, you got to narc on yourself right now. And we got to call that person to tell them.
Shit.
Oh, shit.
We should add that to it. That'd be awesome.
Man, it's like one of the many times I fart and blame it on a dog that's near me. That's probably like the biggest one that I
We're
did.
going to have to call your dog. Tell them it's
And it's other people's dogs.
Oh, we got to call those dogs too. God damn, this is going to be a long
Or
night.
you ever like hopped in an elevator and farted and blamed it on your friend? Like just completely wait the fuck out?
I did that. I do that at McKee every time I go there and ride the elevators. I
Yes.
fart and get off right as people come in.
That's awesome. It really
You
is.
know, especially people in wheelchairs because they're down to where my asshole was.
Or kids.
Yeah. Oh,
Like the ones
I
that
fart
yap.
in kids' faces.
You ever did that? The one that was like been yelling at his mom the entire time? Like, oh yeah, I got you. I'm gonna walk by.
Just brush up super close and then just
Just get away quick.
yeah, and be like, oh, I gotta get off on this floor. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Do that on the bus.
Do it on the driver. Yeah.
Everything I did, I either got caught or people knew it was me.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't necessarily get caught.
You're
by
not
those
good at
people,
faking it,
but-
Doug.
Fake it until you make it. Is that what it is?
Fake it until you make it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Moving on. Whoa. Don't throw shit at me.
Fuck your face.
Is that all the questions?
Sure.
That was fun.
Yeah.
This was
Yeah.
good.
You get a pick, I think.
Yeah.
It's my pick.
Your
again?
pick.
That quick?
Yeah.
So we did the Cosby tour.
Oh yeah, we did that one.
Hi, Jibber.
Let's talk about your conspiracy cracked.
So, a couple weeks, or last week, I created a conspiracy theory about how Donald Trump is connected to Russia. And it goes through Fedor Emelianenko. Because they were friends back in, like, I think it was 2008, when Trump had stock in Affliction, the fight company. And also, Fedor is probably Putin's, like, sixth in charge when it comes to military. I don't know if that's for real,
Putting it up.
but Putin fucking loves Fedor.
Okay.
And Fedor fucking loves Putin.
They like to ride the horses together shirtless.
Yeah, Fedor doesn't wear a shirt at all, ever. I've never seen that motherfucker in a shirt. No, that's not true. I've seen the sweater. But,
Turtleneck sweater?
Yeah. His sweater is legendary.
Okay. I'm getting the backstory good.
So, Fedor invited Trump to come see him fight at Madison Square Garden when he fought on Saturday. And Fedor lost, got the shit knocked out of him. We actually have a video of it. But I was about ready to call this closed. No, he didn't.
Okay.
He was invited by Fedor, but declined. And
the plot thickens.
I thought
the plot thickens.
at first that it was debunked, but then I watched an interview where they were talking to him about fighting in Madison Square Garden because it is such a big deal to any MMA fighter that you ask. And when they asked him, he said he didn't give a fuck. So he might have hurt Trump's feelings, and then Trump turned on it.
Now, I personally didn't want to believe this was true until I found out that Madison Square Garden was involved.
Yeah, right? The problems have come full circle. MSG is back, but
they're back to haunt us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're trying to come at you again.
Yeah.
It's all making sense.
With a vengeance.
Yeah.
But, Cam, we're ready. Play
That's
the
why
video.
the Knicks suck. I hope everybody knows that.
Fuck.
He's Russian. That's what it is. I'm telling you,
Right?
they're not happy people.
Russians just don't care.
They don't care.
But Khabib Nurmagomedov, or whatever the fuck his name is, he's Russian. He loves Madison Square Garden.
Hey, Brian.
They have such a huge...
I bet him and Putin don't get along.
Brian, get us a video.
I can't say his name. I'm going to try.
Khabib.
Send us this video. I'd love to see it. I don't trust CNN.
Fake news.
We don't. Yeah, it is fake news. It's all fake news. But,
well, let's put it this way. I trust CNN
Is it fake news
way
propaganda?
more than Fox.
Oh, they're just dumbing words down now for American people.
To be fair, though, always look up multiple sources when it comes to news. Okay, like
Unless us.
Per example.
Yeah, unless
Did you guys hear this morning about the active shooter situation at Marshall Space Flight Center in Huntsville, Alabama? The whole area is called the Redstone Arsenal. Okay, there were 2 911 calls reported saying that there was an active shooter, right? But literally, the fucking police, FBI, Homeland Security found nothing. Legitimately found nothing, right? But no. What do you see on all these right-wing conspiracy, like InfoWars Drudge Report was all putting this up, was freaking Muslim man arrested 10 days earlier trying to plot terrorist attack at Redstone Arsenal or something to the effects of that. And I was just like, holy shit, talk about jumping to conclusions. You know, actually let the, facts come out. And they found out was someone accidentally reported that they actually planned an active shooter drill.
Jeez.
And someone actually 2 people accidentally reported that as an actual active shooter.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's terrifying.
Damn, son!
They don't.
But literally, look how fast, spreading of misinformation can happen. Cause,
it's like the telephone game.
Literally, it's like the telephone game.
Telephone game?
And,
where
then all of a
you
sudden,
whisper things into
goes
each other's
their
ear and you
fucking
keep a
corners.
sentence going, but it gets distorted and by the end it's not the same as
It's
what it
not
started
even the
with.
same fucking words that came out on the
Played
other
it in
side
school,
most of the time.
right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
most of the time. But it's crazy. So like anything with news, always check multiple sources. So don't only rely on CNN or Fox. Even better, check journalism from outside of the country.
Yeah.
Even better.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or not governed by reason.
Yeah.
Bingo. You know.
These Starburst sours are fucking delicious.
I know. You get a sour apple one?
No. Wait, is it the lime green color?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Dude, that thing got me.
Oh,
Kind
yeah.
of like,
Oh, that one was good.
when was the last time you had a Warhead?
It's been a minute.
Can I remember
One
Warheads?
time I ate 10 Warheads at once, and I couldn't taste anything for like 3 days.
So what are we talking about next?
Whose turn is it? My
What were
turn?
we just talking about?
Oh, conspiracy cracks.
Yeah, so, Fedor, if you want to give us the scoop, we're here. We care about you. Let's do Not All Heroes Wear Capes. And let's first talk about a wonderful man by the name of Lou Ferrigno. At a Comic-Con over the weekend, he met somebody who started having a seizure while getting ready to start speaking with him and get an autograph. And at first he thought the guy was really shy and awkward, and then he realized he was not making any sense and he started to fall backwards. Lou Ferrigno jumped over the table and grabbed him and managed to catch him before he fell over and started seizing. And basically saved the kid from serious injury, because like if you fall and crack your head open, that's some serious shit. But people are hailing him as a real life hero now because they forgot he was the Incredible Hulk. He was pre-CGI Hulk.
Yep.
And that's all that matters. He's the goddamn man. What?
Nothing.
What?
Fuck you.
You don't like Lou Ferrigno?
No.
He's not your Hulk? Eric
Did you guys
Bana?
No, not it.
No, Edward Norton, bitch.
Wasn't it David Banner in the TV show?
Mm-hmm.
And the only reason why they didn't go with Bruce Banner was because it sounded too gay.
Bruce Banner?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Caitlyn Jenner. It kind of rhymes, so yeah.
Yeah. It's like one and the same.
Yeah.
But Lou Ferrigno is actually shorter than the guy that played David Banner, so I always found it funny that when he turned into the
like
Hulk, he
shot
got
up.
shorter.
They never showed it, though. They always did the close-ups on him.
Yeah, they always had close-ups of Lou Ferrigno.
I actually had the same birthday as Lou Ferrigno.
That's awesome.
Yeah. He's one of my favorite celebrities that I have a common birthday with. Do you guys know what celebrities you have birthdays with? You should look it up. It's fucking super crazy. Yeah, do it on Google and shit.
Do you hear that Internet Movie Database was because of some weird California law was supposed to take birthdays off of their website for the actors and actresses?
I do remember. I think I share the same birthday.
Yeah, I remember them trying to do that, yeah.
I don't care what anybody says. Michael's the beast.
Hey, his pop music was the shit back in the day.
Fuck, I don't even...
So who is the other hero?
It is the group of people at Six Flags that caught the little girl.
Oh, fuck, we have another video.
We have another one. Happy
We're
day.
definitely getting flagged tonight.
Her neck is stuck. All right, they'll catch you. They'll catch you. They'll catch you, honey. Go ahead. Guys, out of the way. Out of the way. Yeah, this is great escape.
Pretty fucking limp right there.
Wow.
That's some scary shit.
Dude, yeah, that's what, like, how
Oh,
did
like
she
heights.
end up in that situation? Like,
She
what's
probably
the-
slipped out.
Slipped out?
Yeah,
like, got
that
under-
probably wasn't secured well enough.
Yeah.
She looked really skinny.
She was probably fucking around.
Yeah, she probably was fucking
So,
around.
you want to hear a really messed up story? So, about amusement park rides? So
Somebody get
Now, I
decapitated?
can't actually tell because I tried to look up information from this because, like, my mom swears up and down that when she was a teenager in Texas, when she lived in Corpus Christi, Texas, that she actually saw a dude get decapitated on a roller coaster.
That's intense.
you're not supposed to stand up. Well, there's a reason. And the guy stood up and there was the tunnel, I guess, and the dude fucking smacked him at 55 miles per hour. He got out of the restraint because back in the day, only roller coasters had a seatbelt. They didn't even have the lap bar. But now they have the lap bar and the seatbelt, at least for the wooden coasters. You
catch me on any of that. Nope.
Yeah, that's fucking super scary.
That's some pretty scary shit. And I've heard of, Space Mountain, you're not supposed to hold your hands up because the track's literally inches above your head. Especially, I'm a little bit taller, but yeah.
I wouldn't have that problem.
But, that's pretty cool that they caught that little girl.
Yeah, that's really cool. That could have been really fucking terrible. That could have been
really messed up. I've heard of people fucking dying, falling off ski lifts and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Literally all a ski lift is a seat. On some of the ski lifts, there's no safety feature. You just have to sit down and don't stand up, and people jump because they're like, oh look, snow, it'll protect me. That pack shit, fuck no.
What? No, I don't do that. I don't go
skiing either. Fuck that shit.
Yeah, that fucking scares me.
I don't have health insurance. I ain't registered.
Yeah, right? Mom always said, better be safe than sorry.
Yeah.
Again. Well, man, Obamacare. Get it before you lose it.
Yeah, get it so you can lose it.
Yeah, get it so you can lose it.
Be like everyone else.
My mom always said, fucking go play in traffic.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
No, but there's reasons why they have warning signs.
Mm-hmm.
And on the back of your ticket at an amusement park saying they're not liable because they have those warning signs up for fucking retards.
Yeah.
Okay? When they tell you not to fucking stand up, don't fucking stand up.
Don't be a fucking retard.
Don't get your head cut off.
Do you guys remember you guys been to Elitch Gardens?
Mm-hmm. No. Yes.
Okay. So, now, long shot, but any of you guys that ever went to the old location, Elitch Gardens?
No.
No,
okay, never mind then. So, a couple of people died on the Rainbow, and the Rainbow moved from the old location to the new location. So, a couple of people died at the old location. They changed the rules a little bit, but then when they moved to their current location, and this was 10, 12 years ago, a special needs kid on that Rainbow ride. You know which ride I'm talking about? The one that does the circle that?
Mm-hmm.
Took off his seatbelt, and he found a way, because they have the bars that go down like this, he found a way to get out of that, and when he was at the top, and he stayed when the ride fell. He had that split second, and he ended up killing him. And now you have to ride that ride in pairs.
Mm-hmm.
He was riding single.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm a fat fuck, and I can't fit on that ride unless it's a little kid that I don't know, or my niece is sitting with me. And it's the reason because of people that don't follow the rules. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, to be fair, he probably didn't know the rules because he was special needs.
I think it's sad that they even have to fucking tell people, do not use the selfie stick on this ride.
Mm-hmm.
You can't use a selfie stick on a ride anymore?
No.
I guess you could fly off and smack somebody.
Fucking dangerous.
Dude, you
wouldn't catch me on a roller coaster,
Now,
ever.
Why do you think they have coffee is hot on coffee cups? Is because someone was stupid.
Mm-hmm. And signs that say, caution, floor might be slippery when wet or icy.
Why do you think I have to go door to door whenever I move into a new neighborhood?
Why is that? I've been wondering that myself.
Because he's a registered sex offender.
Oh, are you?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Didn't know this.
For being too darn sexual.
I'm not.
Yeah, I know.
You're the one person he didn't.
I'm not registered. I'm not registered.
Yeah, he is registered sex offender. Yeah.
That's why I didn't know.
You know what's messed up? You know what's messed up now? There's people out there that obviously need to be registered as sex offenders. But if you're caught outside taking a leak and you get public,
son of a bitch.
What do they call that? Public urination.
Yeah.
If you get caught urinating in public, even if you're in an alleyway, completely out of the way, out of no one, you have to register as a sex offender.
Either register as a sex offender or you get caught with a prostitute.
What are you doing?
It's a sex crime. And it's depending on the state, sex crime is gonna have to.
Yeah, but peeing your public urinations.
It's an escort though.
Crime.
Like both to me, it's like almost the same.
Anyway,
why you gotta tell my neighbor I had sex with a prostitute?
Because you're skeezy. Or what if you get herpes? Then that should be its own warning.
Fucking
that's your own warning.
With you forever, man.
Does it? Because Magic's killing it. You know, Magic's still going.
Yeah,
you got the whole Lakers thing now.
Well, fuck, dude. You know why? Because he has the money to afford the medication.
The cocktail.
Oh, yeah, South Park told us that.
Yeah, the whole injected money.
The money was the cure.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you just inject the money straight in.
Straight in.
But yeah, but that's the reason why he's lived so long is because he can fucking afford it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank God we don't have AIDS.
I do.
Remember in Team America?
Where were we
You probably
talking?
have it now too.
What?
You probably have it now too.
That's right. We share a toilet seat.
So I want to go on to our idiot of champs.
Yeah.
For the week.
Do it.
Every week, we provide you, the viewers and listeners, with our pick for the idiot of champions.
Idiot of champions.
Exactly. So, this week we have a prisoner in South Carolina who is doing life in prison for a double murder without the possibility of parole.
So the only way he's getting out the body back.
Right. Well, he's tried this method, and he's such a dumbass, he's failed at it, of trying to off himself. So he decides...
himself?
Right.
Too soon, man. Too soon.
He decides to...
Fuck the Patriots.
Go, work with another prisoner who is also doing life in prison without the possibility of parole for a double murder to kill a bunch of inmates. They decide they're going to kill a bunch of fellow inmates. And that would help get them the death penalty. So they plan it out, and within half an hour, they coax 4 different inmates into their cell, and they murder them. And then go and confess to it. Now, they were smart. If they would have been much smarter, though, to think about the fact that South Carolina hasn't handed out the death penalty in a long time. And they aren't probably going to be handing it out anytime soon.
Definitely not for inmates.
So
Definitely not Texas.
No offense.
Well, this is South Carolina.
I know. I was trying to make a joke.
Oh, yeah, they're definitely not Texas. So these guys, one of them is for sure not going to ever get the death penalty because he's severely mentally ill. But the guy who confessed and did the whole interview with AP, he's still doing life in prison. Except he'll do a bunch of time in solitary now.
He'll probably spend years in solitary.
How do you get out?
All right.
He'll always be there.
I don't know. Let me ask you kind of a side question to that. Do you guys think solitary confinement's inhumane?
Yeah.
If they can't masturbate.
Does it violate...
It's a time limit on it, I think. I feel like.
Oh, fuck. I forget which amendment it is. Damn it. Bill of Rights.
One of them.
Yeah, it's one of them. One of the amendments.
Maybe.
Yeah. Is it? Do you think it's
I'd
humane?
only say it's inhumane if they force them to listen to fucking Nickelback and Celine Dion.
Yeah.
What about Fall Out Boy?
That too.
Yeah. I say for an extended period of time, it's fucked up.
Yeah.
Like a year.
Yeah, give him
There's been
days.
People in solitary confinement for decades.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's what I don't agree
Those
with.
cray-cray people?
That's a little too far, but...
You know...
I mean, I don't agree with the death penalty, but...
Well, I don't agree with it either.
I don't agree with the life penalty.
Huh?
You don't want to hear about all the shit's going down with all the fucking messed up, executions that are going on with the drug concoctions?
Yeah.
Totally messed up. They completely botched one in Oklahoma.
They botched several.
They botched several in Oklahoma. Literally, they injected... there was one case where, they literally injected the dude with all the drugs, but he didn't die. And they're like, well, fuck. And, literally his case is going up through the court system now because basically they're arguing that he fulfilled his sentence. And he magically survived it, and you can't do it again to him because that would be under that amendment that I can't fucking remember right now.
I mean, yeah, he survived. I mean, do you try to go at it again? See a lot.
Right?
Does he get out of prison?
Try.
Does he get out of prison?
You
now?
just let him go, and then
He's
he
a
just
new man.
slowly rots from the
You gotta
inside
come
out.
say he's a new man. That's what it is.
Yeah,
I'm new.
He's reborn.
I'm reborn.
But yeah, there's like
I'm born again.
And there's been a couple of cases too where they've had to stop him mid-execution because something crazy's gone down, and a bunch of the drug manufacturers are saying we're not giving you the drug for this reason.
It's too expensive.
Yeah.
It's way more expensive for someone to be on death row than a life without parole.
You gotta give him that last meal.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Texas even declined them. They don't even get to request their last meal. It's whenever
Anymore?
they're serving it in the prison.
Not anymore. They don't do it anymore?
Yeah, they don't do it anymore.
Yeah,
sorry. Sidetrack. But yeah, no, that prisoner's really dumb.
For time's sake, we are going to wipe a couple off that list.
Oh, we've been blown through.
We're going to wipe
staying on these quite a
Colbert 2020 and Hate on High Supply.
We don't need to ruin our positive night right now.
And that's it, right?
Yeah, for now.
Okay.
So
We're not getting rid of Faithless Humanity, right?
No, we're not getting rid of that one.
Wait, what was
We're
the
gonna keep
other
doing
one?
that.
Colbert and, Hate on High Supply?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's next?
Do you guys want to talk about shellfish on a plane?
I don't
I'm
really,
sick
but
and
go
tired
ahead.
of these motherfucking
Yeah.
shellfish on the
So
motherfucking
we
plane.
have a picture of a 20-pound lobster
I
that
heard
was
about
brought
this.
onto a plane in Boston. No questions asked.
I once got crabs about that size. About the size of that lobster.
I believe it. That would
On
be really
Southwest?
intense.
On Southwest?
Is that where you got them?
In the Southwest.
Okay,
But
in the Southwest.
But yeah, so apparently it is a completely legal thing, and it happens a lot in the Boston, New England area because they love to travel with their
Live
shellfish.
lobster.
Yeah, you just basically have to keep it in a clear tote that is completely sealed and leak proof. But you just throw it in there and it just rides along with you. I don't know if you have to pay by the pound. I would hope not, because that thing was fucking huge.
So does it have to fly in the passenger compartment?
I
or
think
can it
so.
Fly in the.
the rules are you
Cargo.
cannot fly it with butter.
Yeah, no, you got to keep that separated because you
gotta
can't
chill it
imply
in the
killing
freezer.
it.
You got to chill it in the freezer first before you throw it in the boiling water. Let it. Didn't you ever hear that?
No.
You throw a live lobster in the freezer so it basically goes to sleep before you throw it in boiling
so you don't
water,
hear that?
killing it. So you're not torturing it, basically.
You'll still hear the
Death
fucking
instead of
scream.
burning it
Yeah.
to death.
Yeah, that's intense. Why do we...
R.I.P. lobster.
It's a
R.I.P.
good meal. if you're
How
going
many
down.
people did that lobster feed?
20 pounds?
Yeah.
One fat
How much
guy,
of it's really meat, though?
Claws. It has some fucking gnarly
Claws
claws,
in the
though.
tail, so actually, yeah.
Probably a good,
Quite a
like, 5
bit.
pounds. Lobster, and then
And
15
if
for
you
the
want
guy.
to, you get all the legs and shit too.
Yeah.
Basically, they're eating a big bug.
Yeah.
That's all a crustacean is
Real
a bigger
big
version
bug.
of a bug.
And I love them.
You fag.
Thank you.
Kind of question though about eating them here in Colorado. You know, all landlocked and stuff.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
right?
no.
We get ours from overseas.
Well,
They get them
now
shipped.
to be fair, crab legs are flash frozen up in Alaska.
Mm-hmm.
Right when they're harvested. Like, any of you guys ever watch the show Deadliest Catch?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they explain all of that. But no, I want someone to die, damn it. Fly off the boat.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. It is the deadliest job in the world.
Isn't,
though.
wasn't the lead singer of 36 Crazy Fist's brother on Deadliest Catch?
I believe so.
Yeah,
yes.
he died on there.
Yeah.
What boat?
The Lindo, I think, is
yeah.
one of the originals.
Yeah, it was early in the series. It's crazy shit.
Well, I remember back in the day it was like one special that they did on Alaskan crab fishermen, and then it like blew up into Deadliest Catch. And I heard a bunch of those fishermen, well, obviously huge fucking drug problem, definitely criminal records, but fuck, man, it's fucking worth the money. And they don't do the racing style fishing anymore. Each boat has a certain quota, so as long as you're out fishing, you'll get money.
Brian says they used to give lobster to prisoners. Then they realized they could sell them to the landlocked areas as a delicacy.
That's some good
Genius.
shit right there.
Yeah, lobster back in the day was actually considered, food. Because it was so plentiful. But they're finding out because of climate change and overfishing, the lobsters are moving further and further out and into deeper and deeper water.
Oh, they're gonna get bigger then.
But yeah, the population was depleted quite a bit because of overfishing. So might run out of shellfish. So you
Good.
can take them on a plane.
So then we can stop talking about this.
We're not talking about shrimp though, right? Shrimp, we got shrimp though.
You know, shrimp has bigger problems.
Got shrimp
Don't
gumbo.
eat shrimp from the Gulf because it's still dealing with chemicals and shit
That's
from
funny,
the BP disaster.
I'll be eating it.
So oily tasting.
I'm from the Gulf Coast.
Oh yeah.
I'm from
Where at?
Gulf Shores.
Oh yeah, cool.
Yeah, area. Yeah.
They taste all oily.
Were you down there when the whole BP thing
I was in
went
high
down?
school. I was a senior in high school.
Damn.
Yeah. I know a lot of
Any
people.
hurricanes?
Oh yeah, Katrina.
Oh
Ivan.
fuck, you've been through Katrina?
Yeah, Katrina, Ivan. I think Hurricane Danny when I was really young. Yeah, I've been through some hurricanes.
That's
Hurricanes
cool.
are fun. I don't give a fuck.
That's cool shit.
That's the most fun you'll ever have. Hurricane.
Fucking.
That scares me.
I heard
It's
they
the
fucking throw
aftermath that
hurricane
sucks.
parties and shit.
Yeah, it's the being like without power for 2 weeks.
Yeah, it's pretty
Dude,
awful.
I heard a story.
uh,
Okay, get sidetracked a little bit. Sorry, I didn't mean to.
Oh, no, good.
I heard a story, and I guess it's verifiable, but there was a guy that lost his power from Hurricane Andrew. So Andrew happened in 1992. Okay? He didn't get his power back until 2005.
Wow.
Where was he at?
Fucking, I have no idea, but how long does it take to get power restored?
And definitely in areas where hurricanes have like no power, and it's usually hurricanes hit during like the warmer times of the year, and it's
Well, yeah, we're in the middle of hurricane season right now.
yeah, they just had that tropical storm down there.
Cindy.
Cindy sounds like a never mind.
No.
Sunday.
Yeah.
A tranny.
I think
I was about to say, it's
I think the
mean
next
person.
storm that gets named will be Doug. I think the Doug's
Fuck
the next
yeah,
name.
Hurricane Doug coming through this bitch.
My hurricane was weak. There was a Hurricane Leslie at one point. It was weak.
There's a Hurricane Kevin, but it's not for the Atlantic. It's an Eastern Pacific storm name. Now,
What
you
about
get
Hurricane Spanky?
Spanky?
Is that really one?
No.
No, it should be. Or Hurricane El Blanco.
That's what they need to do with the names.
You know what they call hurricanes in
Kick the
Australia?
camera over.
So they get names too, but they also call them cyclones down there. But they get nicknames called Wicked Willies.
Wicked Willies.
Wicked Willies.
That's beautiful.
All right, move on. We gotta
And they
wrap
go
this
the
shit
other
up
way
soon.
because
It's
of
8:44.
Yes, it is.
We gotta get wrapping this
You want
up,
to get
y'all.
to talk about that's where it happens?
If you want to talk about it,
Let's do it.
people out there aren't gonna give a fuck.
Well, it happened in Greeley, Colorado.
Yeah, but people don't care about Greeley.
I care.
I care 'cause
It's
I
right
teach
by
in
my
Greeley.
backyard.
Well, I'm sorry.
So, a 31-year-old man was stabbed in the back in front of a Journeys by
Ooh, what a Journey.
a 20-year-old.
They
And
still around?
huh?
What
Yeah,
is
they're
Attorneys are
around.
still around.
Journeys?
Yeah, like it's kind of like
like the footwear spot.
Yeah.
They buy. They
and
sell
like-
shoes.
It's kind of like the PacSun.
Was this
Sort
at
of.
the mall?
Yeah, it was at the Greeley Mall.
I kind of heard about this.
I had a friend that was at the mall at the time
I
and
had a
like
friend
saw it
that-
happen.
well, I had a friend on Facebook say he was at the movie theater when it went down.
Yeah, that's
Cinema.
fucking crazy. But crazy dude just came, stabbed somebody, and then ran off and stayed in the area and waited for the police to come. And they said they arrested him without any incident, but he was crazy enough to stay and wait. He like stayed in the mall.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Did
Isn't that
they
fucking crazy?
evacuate the mall and shit?
No.
I don't think so.
Damn.
Nah, they gonna fuck up the
They can't
sales.
handle losing the sales. Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be like that Jaws like thing.
Be like, deal with it,
Mayor doesn't
bitches.
want to do it.
Dude, that is pretty fucked up though. Where fucking teenagers runs into a Walmart, steals a machete knife, butchers an Uber driver, and then what happened in Greeley
Yeah. It's
and others and
It's that damn Grand Theft Auto.
It is.
and GTA.
Fucking GTA
Curse them,
Eminem, Marilyn
violent video
Manson.
games.
GTA, the Greeley Transgender Alliance.
Yes.
Yeah, I guess.
My favorite alliance.
Doug's a holding member there.
Yeah.
Yep. He's a head member. A member
So,
head.
guy minding his own business.
Yeah,
at
just
the
got
mall
stabbed.
Just got stabbed.
Yeah, for no reason.
Is
They
he
said,
gonna be okay?
yeah, he's in good condition. Should make a strong recovery.
So
But
no
he's
love
probably going to be
triangle?
fucking super scared of going to the mall again.
Or at least to Journeys.
Yeah.
Journeys attracts the wrong crowd, I guess.
I guess.
The Greeley Mall attracts the wrong crowd.
The Greeley
That place
Mall-
has the funkiest fucking smell to
It
it.
smells like shit. It smells like
Yeah.
straight up
And it's
poop.
Not just
And
Greeley,
it's
but that
technically
mall
not
in
Greeley.
particular.
The Greeley Mall's technically not in Greeley. It's in
in Evans.
Evans.
Yeah.
It's still that whole area smells like poop. It smells like shit.
Dude, it
Their water
always
smells
bothered me
funny.
at the Greeley Mall that, like, it seemed like over half their stores were boarded up.
Right. They're not having a good time out there in Greeley. It's hard.
Well, it's like, if you guys have been to the outlet
like
mall
caught
out
in the
Loveland
50s.
recently, like, half their stores are closed, too.
It's a dying industry when you got Amazon.
They do have good Hispanic food over there.
Whose camera died?
No, I put it on the wrong one.
Darn it, Cam. But
Cam is fired.
And we're going to
Alright.
get an Amazon distribution center, I heard.
oh god.
So we can even get that 2-hour Prime shit.
Hell yeah.
Oh,
That's
we
some
get
good shit.
2 hours of shipment?
Yeah.
Well, eventually, they haven't built the facility yet. That's alright, they'll fucking deliver by drone.
Amazon just bought Whole Foods, too.
Which one?
They don't blow me.
Alexa,
Sure.
buy me
Pretty
olives
cool.
from Whole Foods. Alexa, buying Whole Foods. Shit.
All right.
What's the next topic?
Do we have to melt a snowflake?
Yes, we have one more.
Well, we have two more, don't we?
Oh.
We have this, and then
That's right.
We're going into
Well, what do you
overtime,
wanna do,
folks.
you do whatever,
All right, well,
sweetheart.
we're going to talk about faithless humanity right now. And our faithless humanity is from Oxford Dictionary because they just added a new meaning to the word woke. Which
isn't like if he's sleeping, I go like this.
yeah, it's not that kind
I
of
woke
woke.
him up.
It is being enlightened to racial and gender like discriminatory acts. Are you woke, Doug?
Huh?
Are you woke?
Actually,
Only on Tuesdays.
knowing that it exists, or
You have to be well informed and up to date, alert to radical or social discrimination and injustice.
Yeah, you have to be a social justice warrior.
You have to, or a keyboard warrior, because I've heard they're woke.
Keyboard warrior? What's that?
A chairborne ranger.
Who hide online
A
and
chairborne
talk shit on
ranger.
YouTube. Yeah.
Troll?
Yeah, kinda. Or just people who talk shit on YouTube.
Uh,
So they're woke to situations.
I'm woke.
We're
I feel like
woke,
I'm
yeah.
woke.
I'm woke as fuck, son.
Yeah.
I'm woke,
I'm woke.
to the fact that monkeys are having head transplants. Get woke.
get woke.
Get woke with us.
It's woke.
But yeah,
It's woke.
it's great to be woke, but it's sad that it had to be put in the Oxford Dictionary. Everyone should just be woke and not talk about it.
Isn't that a British dictionary?
I don't know.
I fucking
Can't-
hate British
Can't be
people.
sheeple.
Yeah?
Bitches.
I do. I can't stand their voices, man.
Oh, just show you.
Yeah.
Oh, why not?
You said all the time,
Yeah, fuck that. Bunch of fucking inbreeders.
Yep.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You know Roosevelt was an inbreeder.
You know my biggest issue with them, Wes,
What's that?
is that they come over here to our country and they take our jobs.
Fucking bastards.
They come
Bloody-
over and they pretend to
bloody
play
hell.
Americans on TV
Mm-hmm.
and in the fucking movies, and it's bullshit.
Walking Dead is like 60% British.
Yeah. Pretending to be fucking Southern.
Yeah.
They could have put Southern people to work.
They could
They
have.
could have. They could have.
Yeah.
Alabama suffering.
Fuck you, British people. We separated from you for a reason.
Get the fuck
We
outta
don't need
here.
you soiling our televisions.
Yeah.
I mean, we did get
That's well
shameless from. We got shameless from them.
Stop
good
sending your Mumfords
And
and
just
Sons And your Adeles.
And your Iron Maidens.
And your MEAs.
Is Elton John British?
IAs. Yeah.
Okay. That's
Yeah.
So you don't like the Queen, huh?
The Queen?
Yeah.
No, I hate her the most.
Okay.
She's an old
She
cunt.
seems so peaceful, though.
No.
Like, but she got.
She has no soul behind those eyes.
She probably sucked a bunch of
She
dick
killed
when she was
Princess
young.
Diana.
She's the one who got the driver drunk?
Yeah.
Was the driver drunk?
Yeah. And he, like, crashed and killed her.
Is that what their reports say?
Yeah, he was drunk and they were running from paparazzi.
Oh, yeah.
And they, like, hit something and she died.
You know what the last thing to go through Princess Diana's head before she died was? Her asshole.
Car wreck joke.
I wonder if she shit herself.
Everybody poops when they die.
I'll say the one I said last week. Did you hear she had dandruff? They found her head and shoulders all over the back seat. Hey!
Hi-oh.
It's too early.
Yeah.
Too early.
It's almost fucking been 20 years for that.
I know.
Official
I
story.
actually remember freaking watching that news break live.
Yeah,
I remember.
yeah.
That.
It was almost so live that they almost caught it.
I'm almost crying. That's all I know.
Yeah.
So
my
was
mom
everybody
too.
else
Yeah,
that
my
thought.
mom cried too.
So you just don't know what happened. I'm like, what happened?
I was
Princess
just thinking-
died. I was like, I don't know.
Princess died.
But I was just thinking the entire time, like, why are we so factuated with British royalty? Didn't we try to get away from that shit?
I think royalty in general was fascinated. Still.
Think about the fact that it was almost so live they almost caught it. Is that what you mean?
Yeah, because they were driving away from the paparazzi.
Yeah, how did they not catch it?
I don't know. I don't believe. I think.
They killed her.
Yep.
They
See,
killed
just
that
like
bitch.
they almost caught it on camera. Yeah.
They caught the aftermath.
No, it was planned.
Yeah.
Assassination.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like disabling the
crazy.
brakes on the car.
Fuck yeah,
Yeah,
dude. She
that's-
had some secrets on that shit, man.
Yeah.
Like, what was she gonna spill?
All sorts of
All
shit,
the dirty
man.
secrets.
All the secrets.
She was a dirty girl.
Yeah.
And she was banging that one dude.
The
That-
Arabic, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
fucking Prince Charles was cheating on her. Too.
That's what we're saying. Like
Yeah.
probably something transgender.
Yeah. Probably.
You know,
And with
she
mice
kind of
and
looks
gerbils.
like a dude too. She kind of
Princess Diana.
had some masculine features.
She looked
They
like
give
she
her
could have played in
strong jaw.
the WNBA. For reals.
Mhm.
She could play point.
She, you know,
How tall was
maybe she didn't really die. She just became Ellen DeGeneres. The plot fucking thickens,
That's a big
y'all.
conspiracy right there, Ellen DeGeneres.
They fucking look the same. Holy shit.
Speaking of the WNBA, do you think any college boys team could beat the champions of the WNBA?
College?
Yeah, college. So any Division One,
Who? So like, what
So, like,
years we
Duke.
talking?
like Duke.
What
Could be
year?
this year. It doesn't matter.
The year they had JJ Redick? No.
What about LeVar Ball's family? I think they could beat the women's NBA team or
no.
WNBA team.
No,
yeah.
LeVar sucks.
But Lonzo and LaMelo,
Lonzo is not even that good.
yeah.
Are you putting Lamar Odom on the team?
If he can play,
You're right. You're right.
after a prostitute.
Ryan says that she became Elton John's husband. No one had ever seen him until after she died.
Mm.
No,
She had
only
the
reason
surgery.
why I brought
Bernie,
the
right?
WNBA
Bernie is
thing
his
up
name?
and did that comparison. Did you guys hear all the shit that John McEnroe got in trouble
Yeah,
for?
for talking shit to Serena
But
Williams.
he wasn't talking shit.
Right? That's how they put it.
Wait, what did he say exactly?
He said that she may be a champion for the women, but she couldn't beat like the top 50 men.
700
Top 50?
men.
Yeah, the top 700.
All right, children, I'm
That's
going to start
ignorant.
feeding you guys Adderall so you can stay focused.
What?
That's
We like to talk about tennis.
I was like, she
It's a
can
hobby.
be the best tennis player in the world figuratively, but not literally because men are built different.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, I'm totally for equality, but
That sounded pretty fucking sexist.
I'm not sexist though. That's the thing though. There's
You're
just
not so
things,
woke.
okay, there's things that are women that are better than
yeah,
at
but tennis is
stuff than
different. I
men.
feel like
This is, back, the only reason I bring this, I was just trying to defend John McEnroe, because he can be both, you can be both right in that situation.
700?
Maybe 700 might be a little too
I would say,
high.
I would say the top 3 man beater in the world. I think she could rank in the top 10 easily. In
men's division.
In men's division, yeah.
All right.
I think she can.
I give you, that's actually a pretty good accomplishment, if you think about it.
Like, she's built. She's definitely built. She be serving that shit up.
Well, not right now. She's about to give birth.
She's pregnant?
Serena Williams,
I didn't know she's pregnant.
Yeah. It's funny though, like,
Who's the baby
in this
daddy?
whole controversy, she's all, please stay out of my privacy, or whatever, in a tweet or whatever, towards John McEnroe, and then literally, like, an hour later, this Vanity Fair cover came out with her naked, being all pregnant and naked. I mean, I guess she can still have privacy and be naked, but I don't know.
What?
A lot of people were saying that it was weird. Okay, sorry, sidetrack.
It's all good.
Sorry.
It's all good. I'm just reading the New Testament.
Bless you, child.
The New
I was
Testament.
blessed with I was blessed with a 9-inch penis. Now he's serving a life sentence for child molestation.
Oh! Ooh! Are we opening up Faithless or Melt a Snowflake already? I thought we had one more subject.
What's the subject?
It's Google getting fined.
Fuck Google.
But yeah, fuck Google. Let's
Fuck
do
them.
it.
They
Let's
got a
start
lot of
Melt a
money.
Snowflake.
We're gonna
They
melt
got a
a
lot of money.
snowflake. Fuck it.
Let's do it.
If you are easily offended, or if you're a little bitch,
Please turn the channel now.
change the channel now. You do not want to be
Biznatch.
here
This is gonna-
because we're gonna melt a
It's
snowflake.
gonna get rough.
This is where we say the most offensive jokes we have that weren't spontaneously or throughout the night or whatever. You want to go?
Sure. So
This one's special.
This one's very special, and it's about a friend of ours. So Guy Luna walks into a bar. He sits down and he has a drink. All of a sudden, a commotion starts. Tom Brady walks into the bar. Guy Luna gets very angry and says, "Fuck that guy." Runs to the bathroom to go drop a dooski. He sits in the stall with the glory hole. As he's sitting there, a giant golden 12-inch penis engraved with the letters TB come through the glory hole. In awe of the member, Guy Luna ain't even gay, but he was so taken in by it that he had to suck that cock. And as he sucked that cock, it came. And when he got the cum in his mouth, he felt the winningness of all those Super Bowls, all the cheat gates. He felt the power of the Belichick and the Brady together.
Belichick.
And when he left that stall, he pulled out his cell phone and he called me. And he said, "Spanky, I'm sorry. I get it now. I sucked Tom Brady's dick too." The end.
That was a terrible joke.
You know, fuck you. It was offensive, though.
No,
Tom Brady's the best, right? Huh?
it wasn't.
Huh? Huh? Guy will find it offensive. Well, he's probably not even listening. I know, because he hasn't put up his Spanky's gay joke yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You two are adorable. Who's up next? Who's up?
Go,
Come on, spit it out,
You go.
y'all.
You're the man.
Huh?
You want to go?
Sure. As a policeman, I deal with rape victims daily. Women really seem to trust me when I'm in a uniform.
Oh, fucking horrible.
It's a good one.
So bad.
I'm melting snowflakes here.
Alright, I got one. Why did the emo kid cross the road? Because down the road is a dead end. Or I guess it's just across the street, but...
I dig it. Who's next?
I got one, I guess.
Go ahead, spit it out. It's not yours.
Yeah. How do you get a nun pregnant? Dress her up like an altar boy.
Nice. I dig it. What kind of meat does the Pope eat?
What?
None.
Why do Mexicans have sex ed, or why do Mexicans never have sex ed and driver's ed on the same day? They have to give the donkey a break at some point.
Hi-yo.
Nice. Kevin?
I'm laughing too much. Oh, I'll think of one. It said the priest one already.
Why are murders so easy to commit in West Virginia?
Why?
Because everybody has the same DNA.
Hi-yo.
What's a pedophile's favorite part about Halloween?
What's that?
Free delivery. Come door to door. It's like Amazon Prime.
What happens when you stick your hand in a bowl full of black jelly beans?
What?
Your watch gets stolen.
Oh, shit. Why can't you play Uno with a Mexican?
Why?
Because they steal all the green cards.
How many women does it take to screw in a light bulb? None. They just sit in the dark and bitch.
Oh, shit, that's good. How are gay men and mice alike?
Yeah.
They both hate pussies.
Why do women have douches? Because their pussies can't go.
It's funny.
So my friend was telling me about how bad his sex life was. He was telling me all his girlfriend did was just lie there, screaming, "No!"
My therapist said I needed to start being more spontaneous. So I raped her.
Oh my god.
What is the difference between jelly and jam?
I know this one.
I can't jelly my dick down a baby's throat.
Oh, shit. That's melting the snowflake right there. How can you tell the Mexicans have moved into your neighborhood?
Yeah.
The blacks get insurance.
Why do Mexicans have refried beans?
What?
Because have you ever heard of any one of them doing anything right the first time?
What do Sarah Palin and Iron Man have in common?
What's that?
They both had a little Downey Jr. inside of them. Oh, that one was good.
I threw an Asian man down the stairs. It was wrong of me.
Oh.
You kind of got me on that one.
Thank you.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. Did I ever tell my queers and tumbleweed joke?
Maybe. I don't know.
What's it
This
about?
is a bad one. What do homosexuals and tumbleweed have in common? They blow and they blow and they blow until they get caught on a fence post somewhere in Wyoming. We do not condone to rape or hate crimes, just so y'all know.
Dude, Sarah Palin's trending for some reason.
How do Asians name their babies?
How's that?
They throw them down the stairs and see what kind of sound they make.
I like.
What do you tell a woman with two black eyes? Nothing. You already told her twice.
I am gonna melt the ultimate snowflake right now.
Do it.
With a picture. Should I show this picture?
Let me see it first.
You know what picture?
Maybe.
You guys don't want to get in trouble.
I'm not gonna get in trouble.
Well, I'm not gonna identify who the baby is.
I'm gonna.
But it is a little baby Hitler.
What?
Just got the little mustache. Just doing the salute.
Blonde-haired, blue-eyed kid.
The master race.
Looks like his grandbaby.
I was expecting something more offensive than
Looks like his grandbaby.
Yeah, it wasn't that offensive. It was kind of funny.
What's the rest of it, Brian?
Oh, you want to hear a bad joke since you brought up Hitler?
Yes.
What's the difference between a pizza and a Jew?
Oh.
Pizzas don't scream when you put them in the oven.
Pizzas don't scream when you put them in the oven.
Why did Hitler commit suicide? Because he got the gas bill.
Oh, fuck.
I actually have never heard that one.
That one's a
before.
good one, Doug.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Yay for original Hitler jokes. I didn't think those existed anymore.
That wasn't original.
It wasn't original.
Rule 34.
Shut up, I'm trying to give you a compliment.
Rule
What's
34.
What's the difference between a rabbi and a priest? One cuts you off and one sucks you off.
That's hot.
What's long and black? The unemployment line.
Oh! Ayo! How does every racist joke start? By looking over your shoulder.
Thank God we don't have to do that here.
Well, fuck.
It's been a night.
It's been a night. It's been fun. It's been great.
But it hasn't been great fun.
Right. Right.
yet.
No, it has. It's been awesome. I'd like to thank our guests, Les and Kevin, for joining us. Go follow these guys on their things, their social things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, here's the joke from Brian. Guy walks into a bar, sits down, orders a drink, and looks over to see a guy that looks like Hitler. So he asks the bartender about him. The bartender says, yes, he does. I'll go card him. He cards the man, and it's Adolf Hitler. He asks why he is back from the dead. Hitler says, I came back to exterminate the Jews and the clowns. Why the clowns? See? No one cares about the Jews.
That was a good one.
That was good.
That was real.
Thank you for melting a snowflake with us. Thank you all for joining us for the Not Governed by Reason podcast. We will be back next Tuesday, which is the 4th of July.
We might have a very special performance.
We might have a very special performance. We're trying Bradley, Bang My Sister, to come back. Thank you, Brian.
Yeah.
We are trying to get Bradley Bang My Sister back.
He's
He
a
is
very
a
busy
country
man.
pop / everything sensation. He is fucking phenomenal.
He might be the next big thing.
It's amazing.
I'll be staying tuned to see.
Yeah, he's
But-
he's the man. If you guys want to hear one of his songs, we have Xenophobe Pie on our YouTube page.
Yep, go to our YouTube page.
That was his first hit, and it touches you inappropriately and appropriately.
Yes.
So check
But
it out.
yes.
Appropriately.
Yeah.
Tune in every Tuesday, 6 p.m. Mountain Time on our YouTube. That's youtube.com/notgovernedbyreason. And yeah, you can find us on Google Play, iTunes, Stitcher Radio, Podcast, Pocket Cast, something. Whatever. You can find us on all those
Everywhere.
places. Go to notgovernedbyreason.com for really out-of-date updates. And you can follow us on Facebook, facebook.com/notgovernedbyreason. And there's also something else. Oh, yeah, you can tweet dirty to us at
NGBR Podcast.
Yep, at NGBR Podcast. And you can also go on to Instagram at Not Governed by Reason. Yeah. Fuck yeah. That was a mouthful, just like my daddy. Yeah, thank you guys. We love you all. We wouldn't be doing this without you. And let's blow some shit up for the holidays. We will see you next Tuesday. Thank you, Les and Kevin. We love you.